Greetings and welcome to the 1/6 Scale Man proudly presents another episode of You Know What It Is. It is Collectors Lounge International Sunday Fun Day. I'm your host, Leia Rockwell, for the 1/6 Scale Man YouTube channel. Do me a favor if you haven't already and you're on your way in here, hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that bell notification. So you're always up to date to what we actually got going on over here on the channel, such as videos, live streams, whatever that may be. You're always in the now and ready when it happens. So definitely you want to make sure that you do everything that you're supposed to do. But joining me as always, man, we got this amazing panel here with me. We got Mandy in the building. Mandy, how are you? How you doing?
Hello.
Back freshly back from like a nice little vacation. How are you?
Yep. Oh, good. Thank you. Feel really relaxed. No stress. Just beach, sea, dogs, family, hanging out, eating ice cream. Perfect.
Yeah. Well, that's a nice little vacation though. Straight up. I need one.
Oh, man,
and unfortunately, my vacation, my major vacation isn't going to take place until like after the New Year. So it's a headache. I mean, because there's been a lot going on, and we've been saving up for certain things. So but it's going to happen. It'll definitely happen.
You got celebration next year, haven't you?
Yeah, celebration,
Star
Wars celebration. So that's gonna be it's gonna be amazing and terrifying at the same time.
Yeah.
So because how we're gonna pull it off, we're still basically sitting up here figuring it out, but we'll make it happen somehow. Also joining me is the one and only Casa, Pop Culture Living Room in the building. What's going on with you, brother?
Hello. I am also back from vacation. Vacation one. This was a nice one with family. It was great. Had grandparents come from Florida to Busch Gardens. It was amazing. But my favorite vacation's coming up in October, where we're going to go to Disney World again. And then next year, you're going to Celebration, but I am going to Tokyo for my birthday, which is in June. So we will be there for 2 weeks.
Okay.
In June to July. So yeah, I feel you, man. I know what you're talking about, trying to get, the everything together and the right funds and this and that.
Yep.
My wife is already like, no, we're going. Done. It's your 50th. You don't turn 50 again. So we'll figure it out. It's gonna happen. So yes,
that's the thing.
It's gonna happen, Lael.
Yeah.
Celebration's gonna happen. Everything's gonna happen. Just positive.
Yeah.
Just positive.
Yeah, you already know, man. That's the thing, is just thinking positive and making sure that positivity
less
flows
figures
through.
though. It's gonna be less figures for me, but I'd rather go to Tokyo.
Got you, bro. You already know, man. We already know. Next up joining us is the one and only you already know it is, Agent Silver Fox is in the building here.
How you doing?
I'm all good.
You good, man? How you doing, bro? You good?
All good. Yeah.
That's good.
Busy, tired, but
I feel you. Yeah. And you're here. You're here. Always looking stylish as ever. You know what I mean? I see how you are, man. Thank you for being here as always, brother. And then also we got my man Calvin in the building. Low-key Collectors in the building. What's going on with you, bro?
Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing?
Chilling, man. What's going on with you, brother?
Thank you. How are you?
Good. I'm here for a few minutes. I'm waiting for my brother to get here. We have a brunch to go to this morning, but
word.
Thanks up to everybody while I was available. So
word, man. Well, thank you for being here as always, man. Stopping through, making your presence felt. So
look at your beautiful nails, Loki. Look at those beautiful nails.
Oh, well, I got to, I take care of myself. What can I say?
Lovely.
And I'm a truck driver, but I'm a bougie truck driver. So
bougie as always, man. And thank you guys out there for being here, man. I appreciate it. Again, can't turn the lights on back here for right now. We had like a little incident this morning. Rather than getting into it, we just had an incident. We got to kind of wait here. Power, everything's working fine, but it's just everything else is going on around here. Little drainage issues. So we got to kind of wait until they come down here and do whatever they have to do. But, show must go on as always. So thank you guys for being here. As always, before I get to the chat in today's episode, definitely want to give a shout out to where we get these figures from, as we always do. Starting off with my man Ray over there at Underground Figures, as always, and he'll always tell me that he said, make sure that you do, yes. So make sure always update the page. Definitely, if you are looking for the latest and greatest, make sure you head on over there, sign up for the newsletter so you're always in the now as to when your figure's going to be coming. Also, when there's new figures that are going to be released or revealed, you'll be in the now with Underground over there. No NRD, full shipping and handling is definitely reasonable. And on top of that, you get your figure in such a timely manner. So make sure you head on over there and show some love to my man Ray over there at Underground Figures. Also, I want to give a shout out to my man Ray over there at Hawk Wars Toys. That's Hawk Wars Ray. Gives you a nice little care package. You get the figure, sticker, and as well as a comic book. Again, he always keeps you laced. And on top of that, he is a proud sponsor of the Summer Madness going over there at the Figure Flex Friday Facebook group. So you know what it is, man. Definitely Hawk Wars Ray is such a pillar in the community, always on point and making sure that we have everything that we need. And he's also just a very dope friend, so definitely want to give him a shout out. Also, I want to give a shout out to my man Watcher Sixth over there at Comic Relief Comic Collectibles. Again, comics, comic books, you name it, anything, 1/6 scale, 12 scale, any that you're looking for, he got it for you. So definitely head on over there. Make sure you also sign up for his newsletter if you want to be in it now as well. And then last but not least, I want to give a shout out to my man Brian Wong over there at Moducase Modu Space. If you are looking for the mono or anything, like any brand that you're actually looking for, you want to head on over there because he has everything that you need to proceed, especially if you want an incredible display. So shout out to Brian Wong as well, man. So definitely wanted to give that shout out. Let me just say what's up to the chat real quick and see who we got in here in the building. We got Dockinator in the building. Thank you for being here as always. He says Hogwarts Ray is the truth. Yes, he is. Morning from Canada. We got Equal Ball 1976. Thank you for being here. We got Rogue One Photography is in the building. Thank you for being here. Hello, panel and chat. How you doing? J Rob is in the building as well. Thank you for being here. Ed R is in the building. Thank you for being here. Holland Toy Flicks is in the building. Thank you for being here with us. I definitely appreciate that. Who else do we actually have in here? Striker 47 is in here. Thank you for being here as always. Who else we got? My man Winman 42 channel members in here. Thank you for being here as always. Also, we got S Beam, member for 25 months. Good morning, all. Hope you all have a great day. Thank you for being here, S Beam. We got more. Marina is in the building. Thank you for being here, Marina. So glad to see you as always. Got to get you on the show one of these days. We got Mark Attack in the building. Thank you for being here. Collectible Chat. Curtis Booth is in the building. Happy Sunday. Thank you for being here. Collector Entity is here with us as well. CJP Models is in here. Thank you for being here, as well as Renz Talentino is in the building. Thank you for being here as always. Who else we got in here? Deadpool 1998 is in the building. Fellow Canadian, thank you for being here, brother, as always. Kinky Sphincters in the building. Giveaway layouts, Jen Urso, that's not happening. You already know that, but thank you for being here. But yeah, man, we got some things to talk about. First off, now listen, I mean, I know a lot of people already know the news. This came through Friday, when we least expected, but it was a welcome one. And I want to start with here first because again, we know how excited everybody was about this, as well as I am. And that is the reveal and finally pre-order up for the Chewbacca with disabled C-3PO in hand as well. Such an amazing piece and a warm welcome one as well. We'll start with you first, Calvin, because I don't know when you got to dip out, man. But what do you think about this piece, bro? And are you getting it?
Getting this, excited. I've outside of I think Mario's collection, I think that's the only time I've actually seen one in person. So to finally get the opportunity to get my hands on one, I'm excited for that. I have a few. It's a very short, like maybe 2 or 3 pieces that I have from OT, but look forward to getting this in. Also, I'm looking at this because I know I'm supposed to be buying the C-3PO, the gold one. I already have the other one. I was supposed to be buying this one, and now I'm like, I can save money on that and just double down on this and get 2 in 1. So saving some money at the same time as well.
Hell yeah, bro. definitely. Again, man, this is just a piece to have. You
It
know what
looks
I mean?
great too.
It,
Now, I don't know if who of you guys have was it the Force Awakens one that I heard was problematic, and that was like,
yeah, I don't have that one.
I have
The
that one.
Yeah, I don't have that one. The one that I actually have is the OT Star Wars New Hope version. And you can definitely see a stark difference between this one and that one. Like this, I didn't realize the difference in the face until I actually saw this. Um, and this is definitely a vast improvement. I know a lot of people are like, man, Chewie looks too happy to be uh you know what I mean, an angry Wookiee, but that's Chewy, man. Like that's definitely Chewy all day. And I'm so glad that we get the expressive look as well as like the purrs with the eyes as well, articulated jaw. I love it. And I think they said the only wool part of the hair is the sculpt. I don't think the entire body is wool. I just think the sculpt is wool. Um, but I don't know, man. It's definitely an incredible piece. Mandy, what you think about this?
Oh man, I'm so excited. When I saw it, it was like jump for joy. It's like Christmas and you're 7.
Mhm.
Yeah, just I don't have a Chewy. I have a little crappy toy Disney toy one that goes. "Ah!" But
Yeah, yeah,
I just love this. I love it so much. I love his little face. I love the. I mean, if it comes out like this, then I'm just going to be overjoyed. The fact that you get a C3PO in the net as well
yeah.
at the back is just brilliant.
Mhm.
Although I did see on Instagram this morning, David Woon did one back in 2021.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
He
yeah,
did
yeah,
like,
yeah.
and that was pretty cool as well. It's like, oh look, you were there first again. But
Yeah,
yeah, I just can't wait. Like the bowcaster and stuff, and that's why I've got this on today. Just like,
yeah,
just to celebrate. Yeah,
yeah. Hell yeah.
brilliant.
It
Chuffed,
definitely,
chuffed as a monkey with a barrel full of bananas. Totally.
definitely an amazing piece. So, uh, I want to go to Agent Silver Fox, bro. I want to go to you first, Ian, before we get to Costa. And I want to do this specifically because, like I said, I mean, I want to go to this right here. Um,
Ooh.
this right here, this piece. Now, of course, I'm super duper happy about Chua. You know that. You know that. I mean, that is what it is. But I'm even more elated because, listen, bro, any chance to get a Leia, any chance to basically get Carrie Fisher as Princess Leia, come on, man. Like, every kid back in the day, growing up in like, or born in the 70s, growing up in the 80s, you were a super duper fan and you had like a fanboy crush on Princess Leia. Everybody did. And, because of her untimely death, a few years back, um, it was also one of those issues where, again, we, mourned her loss, but also we saw that these figures just start going quick, 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 and quick. If you were luckily enough to get your hands on it, then definitely that was, important thing and it was incredible. But we're seeing that now a lot of people were questioning whether this was just a modded by the photographer or blogger. But you can see that these are different shoes right off the bat. You can see that the suit is completely different because now it's the same undersuit for the Hoth version, but it doesn't have the attached piece on the arm. And a lot of people, and I wanted to kind of get in here real quick. A lot of people were questioning whether or not the hair was wool. I mean, was it, artisan? Now, to me, I'm erring on the side that it's not artisan. I just don't think it's artisan. I think it's basically just the perspective of the camera, but I'm not willing to say right now that it is artisan, especially even with the ponytail in the back, because I think it would lay totally different. But what are your thoughts on this, and what do you think, bro?
Yeah, if the question's on Leia, so when this came out, because I've got all the original trilogy Leia figures,
Mm-hmm.
I immediately saw the jumpsuit was different. As you said, the control panel that's
Yep.
on the left hand side.
Mm-hmm.
The boots are completely different.
Mm-hmm.
Um, The face looks similar to the Bespin. Similar. The hairs looks different to me. At first, I did think it was wool. It would be good if this one was wool, but not exclusive. So, yeah, for me, it's not a kit bash. It's you're not going to manufacture R&D new boots, etc. And the jumpsuit is different, and it looks tailored slightly different as well, apart from the control panel. So, yeah, I mean, if this comes out, particularly if it's wool, just so it's a little bit different, I would get this. But yeah, the Chewie, I've got the original New Hope Chewie. You know, I don't have the Force. Was it the Force Awakens one? I don't have that at all, and I'm quite glad because it doesn't look good at all.
Yeah,
I'm really happy with my New Hope.
yeah.
I know some people will sell their New Hope one and just have this, which is fine, but not for me.
Yeah.
OT does
Check,
not get sold.
check backstage.
Oh, we got somebody backstage. Oh, okay. We got Jacob back there. Let me bring him in here too. I just brought him in here. Jacob, what's going on with you, brother?
Hey, sorry I'm late.
That's all right, man. I mean, look, you know, when you get your ass smacked, bro, like sometimes it just takes a while to just simmer down so you can sit in your seat. I get it.
I just had some figure photography smack me in the ass here, where you just cannot get a figure to photograph the way you want it to.
You already know, bro. I figured. I already know. It happens, bro. You got the idea, but it never translates. So I feel you on that one. But yeah, man, Ian, thanks for that, bro. Like, I mean, because this piece, you know, I mean, we're OT fans, you know, when it comes to like New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi. It's just, I mean, that's just what it is. You know, you can't, you know, there's no getting beyond that. Like any chance to get these pieces in hand. You know, I literally, if you forced me or wanted me to sell off everything I had, you know, if I had to sell everything, I had a choice of selling everything or keep my OT. You know, I keep the OT all day, bro, because it's just so personal for me. So that's just the way it is. But yeah, man, thanks for that. Pop Culture Living Room, my man, Costa, man. What's your thoughts on this piece, bro?
Screw you guys. This was a gift from my wife. I don't care. This is the only Chewie I have. Go suck it, Ian.
She clearly hates you.
No,
you must have
clearly likes because
you must have missed a birthday or an anniversary.
No.
Bro, let me see the face. Can you bring the face towards the camera? Because I swear it looks like Fozzie, bro.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, bro.
Why did the chicken cross the road?
That's interesting. That's
Because
definitely
its friend
an
was
interesting
on the other
story.
side.
Looks like Bigfoot.
You leave Force Awakens Chewie alone. And old Han, for that matter. You leave them alone. Shame. Thank God we are getting this new Chewbacca, because I was up at midnight when I got the email from Sideshow and they're like, "This is ready for pre-order." I'm like, "But it's midnight. What? We're ready for pre-order already? Okay." I saw what it was and I was like, "Holy shit! This looks better than the original the pictures from that convention or the toy show." I don't know what they did. Like the neck looks different. It's
looks
just
skinnier, doesn't it?
Yeah,
It looks skinnier.
looks way better.
Yeah.
And I was like, boom, pre-order. That was done. It was done at midnight. I was like,
Yeah.
pre-order.
Yeah.
These are original trilogy is like like that quickly. I don't even have to think about it. Han was the same way.
Yeah.
So I think this looks great. Right? I know there are people that are critiquing it. Critique it away. Just remember, this isn't these are toys and they're not like flesh and blood, or they're not the masks, or props are things show up differently in movies and how they're made. It's different, and I know some people are talking about teeth and shit, but you won't be able to close the mouth if you get bigger teeth in there. There are compromises that have to be made, people.
Yeah.
They're like, so things have happened. This looks great to me.
Yeah.
My only debate right now is, do I get a second one? Because he looks like all of the Chewies in the original trilogy to me. So, like, will they make another one with different accessories? Maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to do what cash grab, just make accessories and pop this in with the different with the other accessories. And I'm just shocked that they did the Empire one first.
Yeah.
Like, they could have gone back.
Yeah. I was looking at this, right? I was curious, and I never noticed this, after watching like the original movie. So we see all the pieces that, and again, I went back and I wanted to look at the movie again because I was like, is this accurate, enough?
Yeah.
Right. So I did, and it was accurate to what we actually saw on camera and film. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So my thing is, and I guess we're supposed to suspend, whatever, but when they saw this scene and we saw Chewie running with C-3PO and all that, R2 and all that, they were waiting to, again, once they escaped the stormtroopers and they boarded the Millennium Falcon, we cut to the scene and we see that R2 is putting him together.
Yeah.
Where's the rest of his torso, bro?
I know. I'm looking at that now. Like,
I couldn't. Where was those pieces? Unless they were there were some just extra, protocol droid pieces that were basically laying around and they used and just all of a sudden painted gold. Like, where were the rest of those pieces? Because
that's true.
You look at
the other leg.
Yeah.
Where's the other leg and his pelvis?
Yeah, like
no pelvis.
It just. I mean, it's like a nitpicky thing in me to just make sure that it is completely accurate, but more so on screen. And it just kind of exposes the simple fact that, what I mean? It wasn't a level of accuracy. And I guess they just dismissed those things thinking it was going to be quick shots and we wouldn't notice.
Yeah.
But come on, man. When you get in figure form, it exposes everything. So, but that's
that is true, because I was going to say the Hasbro version came with all the pieces. Like, it didn't come with just a few pieces, because I had that as a kid,
Yeah.
So,
but that's not screen accurate though.
Which one?
The Hasbro one. This Hot Toys is screen accurate.
Yeah, it is.
In terms of all the parts.
There's all the parts that were in there. You know what I mean? So the Hasbro one definitely, even like the Kenner version wasn't accurate at all. Because they did have one of those, because you could actually, but that is, if you had C-3PO, you can just take him apart.
Yeah.
As easy as that, and just tuck him. But again, it wasn't as accurate as this. This was completely accurate, and I just missed it. And I was like, fuck, let me go back and watch. And I was like, oh, damn, it wasn't. Those pieces weren't there. Where'd they find it? Anyway.
Yeah, that's crazy. So yeah, I mean, I guess we're screen accurate to a point. Yeah, but I love it. It's you're like, which Chewie are we gonna make? They could have easily just gone back and made this and just had the A New Hope in there. But doing this, it also adds that layer of, holy shit, Han Bespin has to be around the corner somewhere, right? Like, you have, I don't know. I that's what I
yeah. I wonder why they skipped over that version, and considering now that they do basically still have the licensing for Harrison Ford.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess he's really selective about which IP he gives the licensing to. I don't know. We could be. Just have to wait and see.
Bet you won't be able to find a Lando now.
Hopefully, if they need to give Lando some more love,
Lando.
because they didn't. I don't know. Jake, what's your thoughts on this, man? Like, behind this piece, bro?
I think it looks good. I have no qualms with it, but I'm also not a super stickler on things the way some fans are.
Yep.
So if there are inaccuracies, my untrained eye isn't seeing them, so I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
I think the whole 3PO thing is kind of similar to the Jedi Starfighter in the way R2's just bottom half gets lost in the wing.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It's
Yep.
just one of those things you chalk up to.
You just got to suspend it, bro. Just be like,
right.
you know what? It is what it is. It's film.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you've got to
Yep.
make some concessions. You couldn't fit all of 3PO's parts in that little sack. So,
yeah.
And then my hot take is I'm not going to be getting this. Don't at me, anybody over there. But I'm just not that attached to the character itself. So,
got you. No, I feel you, bro. I feel you.
No, you don't. I know you're getting this.
Yeah, I am. But I've, you know, again, like a lot of people won't really have that much of an attachment to this as to others. But, you know, for me to have this and just being a super duper fan, not only just the character, but Peter Mayhew, when I met him in person, bro, he is such an incredibly nice person. May he rest in peace. Bro, he was, real quick story. He was so nice. So we had went, we were taking, you know, photos. I had, you know, my daughter with me, Skylar with me at that time at a con. And, you know, we were taking pictures and stuff like that. And, you know, she saw him, you know, she was just, you know, again, she was real little at the time. And I got his autograph and stuff like that. But you know how it is. If you go to certain cons, you know, Calvin, you already know, if you're getting autographs, you're getting pictures, they try to rush you along, whatever, and get you past them real quick, you know, so they can get the next person in line. So he signed the autograph, and my daughter was looking at him, and she reached out her hand because she wanted to shake his hand, whatever. But the lady that was there wanted us to keep going, right? Peter Mayhew stopped. He's like, no, wait. And he leaned over and he shook her hand, asked her name. And, you know, she was little. She didn't really, but he shook her hand and stuff like that. Hey, you know, whatever. He was just so gracious with her. You know what I mean? Like, that's just the type of person he was. Like, he was just such a gracious individual. So, you know, just off of that, like, just, you know, humanity in certain people. He's such an amazing person. So, yeah, I had to kind of bring that in, man. Yeah, but this is definitely a piece that I will have with us. Now, the price, of course, people are definitely questioning that price. Is the price actually worth it? And is there an opportunity for us down the road to kind of go back and get like such, you know, other characters such as like a Black Chrysanthemum, you know, if that would be something that, you know, could actually happen. At this point, I don't know. Because again, I don't know how deep they would go back or if there was an opportunity to get it. Again, we know they've skipped over different IPs and we've missed certain characters. So it's that portion right there. I can't tell you if they will or they won't. I don't know. But yeah, the price for this is $430. Again, it's Chewie and you're getting C-3PO. So it's almost the price for two figures as a 2-pack. Almost. You know, but again, it just depends. And on top of that, you're getting wool. Now, this is like what? One of the first, but this, you know, and I believe the Lady Pool, both of them, wool implants, not exclusives. You know what I mean? So wool implants on the hair itself, but not an exclusive piece, which is cool. I hope they do this a lot more with certain figures where you can actually just add wool, not make it exclusive. Hopefully they're phasing out of that whole exclusive shit. You know what I mean? So in my opinion, but you know, we'll see. But definitely a piece.
That's a great shot.
Yeah, right. This is definitely a piece you want to have. So again, and we talked about this before. Hopefully, you know, this would, you know, have people go back and get those Landos, you know, as a companion piece as well, because people need to show Lando some more love. But I'm
such a great figure, that Lando.
Yeah,
this is just brilliant, amazing.
Yeah, definitely it is. I mean, this right here, it definitely looks good. But right here with this picture, you can tell the difference between, you know, Chewie and Lando's hair. Lando looks like, like he put too much Dax grease in his hair and it just got real sticky. Yeah, I mean, like
height difference though. I mean, there's part of where your money's going to.
Yeah, the height. Yeah, it's massive.
Definitely a super tall. And
could you imagine if they released a Lobot and what that would do to the secondary market with Lando.
Yeah.
That's why you gotta buy them. You gotta buy them now.
Buy
Correct.
them you can if you want
get
it.
them. You can get them a discount, but I love this. He's great. I love this figure.
He's an amazing figure.
So good. It looks
Yeah.
so good. You guys are crazy if you don't have them.
So cool.
Definitely,
That
man.
cape as well. He's just beautiful. Like the lining on the cape is gorgeous,
Look
isn't
at
it?
that.
Yeah, right.
It's yeah.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
So while y'all talking about my uncle, Mr. Williams here, had to take care of my man.
Who? Let me
What
see.
do
Let
you
me
got? What is that? Oh, shit.
You gotta. Oh yeah, right.
You
I
gotta
got
send me the
one.
link.
I got one Colt 45. He's holding it. He actually has. If you see my display, Leia's hugging him while he's holding a Colt 45. So yeah, nice, bro. That's super dope. That's so super dope, bro. Love it. Yeah. So I want to kind of go in here real quick because we got some more news. We got some more news last week. News honestly that I wasn't expecting to get. But hell, okay. I see what y'all doing over there at Sideshow. Y'all making some noise. So they actually released their Scum and Villainy line, right? A line that, again, we've wanted in figure form before. I never, I was surprised that we hadn't gotten a Guido before. You know what I mean? And to finally have it now is just like, wow. But again, he is one of many of the Scum and Villainies that are either revealed and up for pre-order or coming soon. So we have this particular version.
Feel free to take low key off the main screen.
My bad.
I was wondering how you were moving down like that, man.
Shit.
I got one screen, so I can't really see from behind me, man. So my apologies, bro. But we definitely got this right here. That was actually revealed last week. And the thing is, it was quite a surprise because I didn't know they were dipping into this space. You know what I mean? That was the crazy thing. But yeah, definitely something that, I want to have in the collection because again, it is OT. I'll start with you, Jake, since you're not really that much really attached to these figures. I want your thoughts on it.
I do have my opinions on these. Well, for one, those prices are fucking outrageous, in my opinion. I know everyone was complaining about the animated Clone Wars pricing, and I agree that was still too expensive, but this is even worse. And I think even in the pictures, you can tell this is just not the same quality as Hot Toys. I mean, when you put them in your display and you have like a large display, they will kind of blend in, I think. But I think if you were to just like take a modern day Hot Toy Star Wars figure side by side with, which we've only seen, was it Ponda Baba and Greedo? And just put them side by side, I think you would see a pretty stark difference in quality. And so I think that these prices are just not justified, in my opinion. I think that they see that people are paying these prices for Hot Toys and InArt and stuff, and they're just without need, just because they can, they're jacking the price up. Just to know they'll make a little bit more money. My second issue is that there's the Sideshow exclusive version that comes with the extra accessories. That feels like a big fuck you to retailers like me who cannot get those exclusive versions. The versions without them, what is it? Just a set of extra hands, and that's pretty much the only accessory you get. I just not cool with it, not happy with that, because I think it is going to force a lot of people to just pre-order straight through Sideshow, which is their end goal. One of the things they are trying to do is phase out people like me with a wholesale. So this feels like a way to start taking steps in that direction. But yeah, at the same time, not worth the price tag, in my opinion. If you've got Sideshow points, you've got coupons, whatever, definitely apply them if you want. But I do not think that the quality looks to be up to Hot Toys standards as well.
Yeah. So and the reason why so I want to basically specify this, but said again, because it's OT, I definitely got to have it in the collection because, like I said, I never know when it's going to come back around again. And I've always wanted, them to kind of introduce some of these obscure characters and, ones that, are still important. I mean, Greedo is definitely important, to the lore. I mean, because it's one of the most iconic scenes between him and Han. But also, with that being said, like you said, you can always tell the difference between Sideshow and Hot Toys. Case in point, when we got the Snow Speeder Luke from Sideshow, it wasn't as weathered. It was almost too polished, and the body was definitely different. The sculpt was different. Once we got the Hot Toys version, we saw the weathering, we saw more attention to detail. So I know that if Hot Toys was to do a version of Greedo, it would definitely be different because you would see weathering in the suit, you would see more accuracy than what's being presented here with Sideshow, because we know this is what they do all the time. You can always tell Sideshow's quality as well when it comes to the stitching, because there's some big ass stitches. Yeah, this is what they do. So again, I'm going to get it, but it's definitely not without trepidation because of how they are when it comes to like their bodies.
That Greedo is the same price tag that they advertise Hot Toys Jango Fett, and look at all the accessories you got with Jango Fett.
Yeah.
Same exact price tag for both. I think you're way more bang for your buck. And being colorblind, I'm not entirely sure, but for whatever reason, the color palette on these seems a little too vivid. I don't know if that's just me or if that's the lighting or what, but like it does, like you said, it looks a little too clean and polished, and like it's just very bright colors, and it just doesn't jive with the hive of scum and villainy aesthetic, in my opinion.
And here's the thing, even like looking at Ponda Baba, like that figure, when you see it on screen, the jacket itself is weathered, heavily weathered. It is, you know what I mean? But yet they're not going that route. It's just a little bit too, the detail isn't there. Me, I don't really mind, and I can honestly say I didn't get these. I'm not ordering these through Sideshow, because I don't really mind not having the exclusives. Number one, especially with Ponda Baba, because I don't like those flippers. I don't like those hands. I'm just being quiet, and it's not hands that we've seen accurately on screen. You know what I mean? It was something completely different. And I don't like those flippers on it. It's for hands. I don't. That's a little bit too on the nose, especially with the species. And, we know, Ian and Cost and everybody with this originally, it wasn't Ponda Baba. It was Walrus Man. It was Walrus. That's what it was labeled back in, during the Kinder days. It was never given this Ponda Baba name. We didn't know that until like later on, but they called him Walrus. Yeah, I mean, that's what it was. So again, I'm gonna get it, but again, it's always hot Sideshow's quality when it comes to those bodies. It's not really the greatest at all. Ian, what's your thoughts on this, man?
Okay, I've been biting my lip here. Oh my god. Right. Let's go. So, I've got quite a lot to say on this. Do you know, I'll take people back that weren't born before. They talk about background characters and all this stuff. This on the screen here oozes Star Wars for me. These background characters built depth to it. Yep. I had, not these because Kenner didn't release all these, but if you look at Greedo and you look at Walrus Man, they were released as figures or produced as figures before Boba Fett. Boba Fett was a Sea Wave figure. So I've got all my childhood figures of these, and they look nothing like this, of course. They were wrong colours, the whole lot. Greedo was done by Sideshow in 2010. They've released it 14 years later, and it is a million times better. You talk about the colour palette. It was so off on that figure. No offence to anybody that has it, because it's still going for $700-800 on the secondary market. And this is what... So I want to praise Sideshow, because that Sideshow truly appreciates pop culture. They really do. They do iconic figures. they love Star Wars. Hot Toys are never. I thought maybe one figure that Hot Toys would do would be Greedo, but the rest, they're not going to do these figures. And people thinking, oh, I'll sit and wait for Hot Toys doing them. Hell no, they ain't doing these. And folk thinking they'll go cheaper on secondary market. So here's the thing. Earlier this year, Beetlejuice was released, $280. I've got that coming. Last year, David from Lost Boys, $290. People complaining about price. This is something new from Hot Toys. It's not. Now, it's, for me, it's collectibles. So here's the thing. Boba Fett, the original Kenner figure that was initially released with the rocket launcher that could actually fire, sold for $1 million. $1 million, right? Because they stopped it, they pulled it because a child choked on it. So somebody's paid $1 million. Is that worth that to me?
Hell
Absolutely not. But something's only worth what you're willing to pay for. So it's like art, there's things that's subjective. We ain't going to get this, folks. We ain't going to... Sideshow, see for me in the UK, $280 plus $50 shipping plus 20% customs fee. It's $396 for this figure. Right? But is it worth it for me? Absolutely, because this is my childhood. As I said, Greedo, Walrus Man, they were released before Boba Fett. They talk about how big is Boba Fett, everybody loves them. In terms of figure release, so I had these. They're important for me. The Star Wars, the aliens, the character, that provided depth. You know, I come from Jim Henson, that love of the puppetry and the different looks. I was ecstatic when this was shown. Real, honestly, like you, Leo, I will sell everything and collect OT. 300 figures, whatever I've got, I don't know. I will sell it all and keep OT if I was forced to. And these, even though they're background characters, mean more to me personally. And I absolutely applaud Sideshow for doing this. I really do. I absolutely love it. They listen, I don't buy a lot from Sideshow because of how it is for us in the UK, but please keep doing this. I'd love them to redo the bounty hunters from the OT. There's, because I don't see Hot Toys doing them. I really don't. I'm really passionate on these type of characters, and Star Wars OT is the only IP that I would dive into on background characters. To be honest, but I'll say one thing as well. I've got quite a few Sideshow figures. I know what everybody's saying, and the price is high if you're trying to compare, but it's what it means to you. So I don't think you can put a value on that personally. So for me, I'll sacrifice certain things to collect this whole line. That's what I'll do. So, it's what it means. It's what it means to me, rather than see certain clones or that. Look great. The value's not there. And then I've seen people pay $200 for the Darth Maul light up shampoo bottle. This is only $80 more. Really? And you're shouting off about that? Sorry. But that's maybe what's important to them. So I love this. I am passionate so much about this. I love it.
So here's my thing, and I want to ask this question though, and here's where I'm kind of at with it, because I understand the passion behind it, but if they're evolving and we want this company to evolve, right? They're evolving as far as price, and yes, they are basically giving us a redo. We see, again, detail, paint application, and all that. That's fine. My biggest critique with Sideshow has always been over time. The bodies, will they last? Because I'm gonna tell you, bro, even the Darth Maul that I had with them, over time, that body wore out. Even with the again, like some of my sideshow X-Men figures, especially the Wolverine. I can't, again, it's like even on the stand, it has to have a stand, but even on the stand, it droops. So their bodies are known to be extremely fragile over time. They loose, the joints loose. Now, somebody said that what they said that they were going to do, or they said that they were newer bodies that they were paying attention to. I'm hoping that's the case because I just can't. The price is what it is. I get that, but if the value or that price doesn't match the aesthetics and how over time, if this thing just completely fucks up, then I'm just going to be like, okay, well, I'm paying this money for a figure that, all right, like for instance, what we got with, of course, General Grievous. We know that was an issue with a lot of people. We just don't want that same issue with these OT figures that we love. Because again, and I say that for somebody who's getting it, I'm still going to get them. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But I don't want over time for this to become an issue. So I'm hoping that they're going to definitely address that. And so I do understand the OT. I understand the value of a childhood, things that, we've had and have the opportunity to get that we weren't able to get in the past. We have, more articulated figures, more detail. It is something that's actually there. But from a consumer standpoint as well, I mean, they have a right to do what they want to do as far as a business. I do applaud that they're doing this. But I do, and I said this the other day, because Sideshow has majority rights licensing for Star Wars than Hot Toys does. Sideshow has the right to do this first. We saw that with General Grievous. They did it, and then a few years later, Hot Toys was able to actually produce it. So I think that maybe even Hot Toys had in England or wanted to do it, but Sideshow's like, well, wait, nope, we're going to do it first. And you just have to wait a couple years before you actually do it. But we want dibs on this IP first since we have majority rights. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but so how can you trust Sideshow at the same time? Like, I don't mean to besmirch them, right? Like, I'm very grateful for Sideshow for everything they do for me and my business. But at the same time, the dude figure that I have, I got two of them, $250. They're upping this by 30. They talked about the Grievous being a 2.0 with improvements. As far as I can tell, it was pretty much the same figure reissued. I mean, if they're talking about upgrading the body, great. I hope they do. And I wasn't, I wasn't speaking to like what these characters mean to people. I was speaking objectively about the figure price versus quality. Just for me, it's not there.
And
real quick,
comments
quick.
weren't against you, Jake. It's just
real quick, because I know Calvin got to dip out here. Calvin, you got to go.
I don't want to cut you guys off in the conversation, but yeah, let me run out of here, you guys. But
okay,
Mandy Costa, y'all know I love you.
All right, bro.
Thank you.
All right, check you out, brother. Have a good day, man.
See you, Calvin.
All right, peace out.
Have fun.
All right,
just saying, but my comments weren't to Jake. It's just from what I've seen and people comparing again. This is a collecting thing. It's, collectibles. As I said about these ancient figures, or it might be a piece of art that doesn't, what's that value? I don't collect for what something would be in 10 years' time or that. I've got a lot of Sideshow figures. I've got Hoth Luke, Hoth Han. They're on the Tauntauns. The head sculpts don't look great, but I've got the goggles on, and that's how they'll always be posed. I've got maybe about 18 Sideshow figures. Maybe I've been lucky. They've been fine. I've seen various things. Yeah, the bodies on some stuff's not great. And I do agree in general if you're trying to compare like for like, but we're not going to get somebody else doing these figures unless you go custom route.
I'm with you. I get it.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. I'm a big Hot Toys collector, obviously. I am absolutely sick of Batman Hot Toys figures, having to customize the fucking ass out of these.
Yeah.
And then I end up spending $600 on a figure, right? So that's annoying. It's so annoying.
So
I'm a
true.
big Marvel collector.
So true.
You know, so we
true.
can't put them up there when, and sorry, anybody that loves the hologram Darth Maul, fair play, but $200 for a light up shampoo bottle. It's whatever people see value in. For me, I'm all in on this. It looks great. I appreciate what everybody says. There are concerns, and they better do a better job on it. Would I prefer Hot Toys doing this? Yeah, but we're never going to see it. We're never going to see it.
Yeah, that's definitely true. But here, and I definitely give credit where credit is due, man. Sideshow, they said, okay, well, it's there. We're going to actually pay attention to these, more obscure characters. And here's the thing, and I will give them credit because we did get the bounty hunters years ago, right? So we got those bounty hunters years ago, and Hot Toys hasn't tackled them motherfuckers yet. You know what I mean? Like they haven't given us those versions yet. So I think they had every chance of doing it, but they just have never done it. So for Sideshow to do this, especially with the figures that we've wanted, all of these look absolutely phenomenal. I'm just, again, my only trepidation is the body parts. And on top of that, I like, a lot of people may not like it, but I like the simple fact that even now, like we will see that they're giving us like the split cut technology when it comes to the boots. That means you don't have to worry about the pleather peeling over time. I like that unless they basically up that. But I just, again, it's just little issues like that I'm looking at.
Leo, sorry to jump in here because I'm quite passionate about this, quite objective about everything. Spider-Man's my #1 character. This figure is absolute garbage. Mickey Mouse hands, right?
Oh yeah.
Still have it. I'm giving this. So we praise Hot Toys and all this, but they give us. Imagine Sideshow put their name on this. Oh, everybody would be going off on it. Everybody.
Yeah. Oh no, you already
even
know
worse
that
than
when it came
Hot
to
Toys.
like Sideshow. I mean, when it comes to Hot Toys, bro, I give them hell when they got shit ass figures. Even when I talked about the Batman Begins figure. That's still that right there. That's figure
still
right
booty
there.
butt cheeks.
It's still
Shocking.
the worst fucking figure I have ever had in my collection. Period. It is the worst piece of shit. And I hope, Howard, you're listening. That Batman Begins was a piece of shit. And the problem that I have with that is when you purchase, here's the thing, because and I heard somebody say this earlier. If you shouldn't have to, like, I shouldn't have to purchase a figure, right? And then pay like another $200 to mod the motherfucker.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have to. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I shouldn't have to pay that money, then have to buy a body or a head sculpt or a cape or get somebody else when you had every opportunity to do this shit and you didn't. So that's what I'm saying. Like, for both Hot Toys and Sideshow, pay attention. We are paying fucking money for these pieces. We shouldn't have to pay extra money to get this shit modded when this shit falls the fuck apart. So I just wanted to put that out there real quick. But I want to pop Mandy, what's your thoughts on this?
Well, up until I was having a good chat to Ian about, very many things, the docs as well, Ian. But I didn't know the process with Sideshow because I was a Sideshow virgin until this week, but my virginity's gone now because I ordered Greedo. I've wanted him for the longest time. I love Jay's. I love the old one, but the old one was way out of my price range. I love the head sculpt on this. I love the paint applications. The only thing is it's quite clean, but my friend Pete that weathered my Luke, straight away when he comes, I'm going to go to Pete's house and go, Pete, can you just like weather him a little bit for me because he's brilliant, and he'll make him look just how I want him. I'm never going to sell him. I don't sell figures unless I really don't have a connection, but I've stopped all that now. So everything going forward, I buy and I'll have it in my coffin when I go. So yeah, this is definitely coming home. I love it. Mr. Scrotum Face, Ponda Bobber, I'm not getting him, although he looks good. Again, a bit too clean, little bit of weathering. I think it will make a massive difference. On my Bespin Luke, I've got a clean one and I've got a weathered one, and I much prefer the weathered one because it just looks more realistic. But this, I mean, I ordered the one with the blue milk. Again, his little cup needs a bit of weathering. It looks a bit too clean. But look at that head sculpt. And
Yeah.
didn't they say they are using better bodies? So, you know, worst comes to worst, if he goes a bit floppy, a bit of nail varnish around the joints, you shouldn't have to do it. But I've had more quality control issues the last few months with Hot Toys stuff than I've had ever. So, you know, you take the rough with the smooth, don't you? At the end of the day, it's a toy, and do you love it? Yes. Do you want it? Yeah. I was arguing with someone on Instagram today. They were. I don't generally argue, but I was arguing a little bit. They were like saying that I had pathetic, rubbish taste in figures if I think the Aragorn figure's any good, because I said, oh, I love it, and they're like, it's crap, it's awful. And it's like, you might think it's awful, but I don't. I actually love it, you know. And it's, this hobby is very subjective. It's not objective. Like Ian was saying, he's got a passionate love for you know, as I do with the original Star Wars films. It's like, but Greedo and Han together, you know, and I've got a little cantina diorama. It's just going to be ace. Yeah. I'm quite excited. It's been a good week. Chewie and Greedo. It's like, what a week! What a week!
Yeah, hasn't been a good week for me because that fucking Batmobile, Jazzing Batmobile shipped. Fuck.
Ooh.
Oh. Bruh. We'll talk later about that. Yeah, we'll talk later about that because that's we're going because once we get through this, we're going to talk about some more one more thing though as well. But Costa, what's your thoughts on? And wait a minute. Speaking of which, Dan, thank you for being here, bro. As always, man. Thank you for coming through, bro. Did you cut your hair, bro?
Yeah,
bro. Like,
how clean he looks.
Like literally.
Come on, gone.
Hold up, you cut it all off?
Yeah, it's gone. I mean,
no rat tail.
That's the fighting hairstyle. Let's go, Dan.
I can take a few now.
Dan went all the way off. That's what I'm talking. Okay, I see you, bro. I see you cheating.
I'm looking like Vader over here,
bro. Yeah, motherfucker. I see you. But thanks for being here, brother. As always.
These guys said a rat tail. Architects a rat tail. Hell no. I don't. What do I look like, a bozo?
Yeah, thank you for being here, bro.
No, thanks.
Costa, what's your thoughts about this, bro?
Yeah, I'm with Ian. It brings back, you know, those the memories I had.
Yeah,
Greedo. I still think I do. I have the old Darth Vader Empire Strikes Back case in I think it's my daughter's room right now. So I have a ton of old figures just sitting in there. And Greedo and Ponda Baba are definitely one of them because they were, when they were released, they were like the commons. So, you know, your parents go out and they're like, it's Christmas. What should we get the kids? They love Star Wars. And, you know, they get you a trash bag full of Star Wars because they didn't want to individually wrap them. Yeah. Because that's what happens in a Greek household. Yeah. But yeah, I definitely, I'm with Jake with the pricing. Like, it's way too high. But they're not going to be, these aren't going to be like the Clone Wars figures where the aftermarket, you can get them for cheaper. These are like, there's a lot more people that want these because they're original trilogy. So, and to give you a little perspective, Sideshow came out with their first Grievous in 2013. So if you want to wait 10 years or another 5 to 10 years, then go for it. Hot Toys might make them. But as Leia said, Sideshow is the holder of the licensing, and Hot Toys has to be like, hey, we want to make this, and Sideshow can be like, nope.
No.
You know, nope.
Not right now.
You can't do that. Yeah.
Not
so
right now.
So I would say if these make a connection to you, do not wait for Hot Toys. Get them. You'll enjoy them. You'll have them in your collection. It'll be another 5 to 10 years if Hot Toys makes them. So you'll have them for those 5 to 10 years.
Yeah.
You know, The other thing is it does give me some what do you call it? It opens the way for those for the bounty hunters. So if they're gonna tackle this line first, maybe in like 6 months or so, because they need to space these motherfuckers out. Like, we can't be buying 8 figures in like one. I mean, some people can, but like, to be honest, I will probably get this whole line because this is my childhood and it's my connection. But to have them come out maybe like every month or every other month, you get one.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just a lot, especially when you got Hot Toys coming out with their original trilogy stuff, and I'm fine with Hot Toys doing monsters and aliens and things like that. Let Hot Toys deal with like Sideshow deal with the monsters, and let Hot Toys deal with the actual people sculpts. So anyway, I'm getting it. Whether I'm getting it with the milk or not, I don't know. Same with Ponda Baba, and definitely Gurinden. Dr. Evazan, I guess if I get Ponda, I gotta get that. They were both in Rogue One. They made a cameo. So you got more than one movie. I don't know. I love them. I mean, I need Cantina band members now. I need I don't know. I need more. And this is what gets me excited. So I'm happy for these.
Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely. Dan, I mean, I don't know how connected you are, especially with the more obscure OT characters, bro. What's your thoughts on this, man?
When I initially saw these, I was like, "Oh, this is pretty cool." Like, for me though, the only one I'm like really interested in is Greedo.
Yeah.
Out of all of them, but I don't know, man. Just kind of been thinking about it. Like, I'm not sure if I really need them yet. So just kind of, I still got a couple of days to decide if I want it.
If you want to go down that
version,
road,
right?
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. It's a tough one because like I do like the characters. Like the completionist in me would want to get them all. But at the same time, like just fucking the logical side of me is like, do I really fucking do I need them all?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm kind of debating.
bro.
Even if I were just to get Greedo, I'd probably just be happy with that, to be honest. Just because he's an alien and he looks really like different and cool. Like, I mean, they're all different in their own ways. So like, but I've always liked the way Greedo looked. I like that species. Like they just looked like a fucking alien, especially with their weird ass fingers. So yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence on these, honestly. They look cool, and kind of like what Mandy said, though. I do wish like there was a bit more weathering. Like they look a little too crispy,
like too clean, little too clean than what.
Yeah, like Ponda Baba, that boy fresh as fuck, bro.
Yeah.
Like he needs a little dirt right there, dude. Like he's just too clean.
But you know what's good? The fact that some people, I know some friends love a clean figure. They love it, crisp and clean. So you've got that if you want it, and if you do want to get it weathered, then you've got both options. So it's probably better it comes clean because you can dirty it down, can't you? Where you can't clean it up.
Yeah.
Just don't wash your hands before handling.
Yeah.
Who washes their hands?
I swear, like I can't look at. I cannot look at this figure, bro.
Like the back of my dog. Every time I see that.
Like some balls, bro. Like
dog's ass. Face
bro,
right there.
ass is some balls, bro. Like, it's just like ball chin, bro. Like ball.
Hey, Leo.
Yeah.
Mash up Walrus Man, Tenebris, and Long Snout.
Yeah, right. Like, See, this is the reason why. Yo, you silly. This is the reason why I say I would go towards. By the way, everybody, even though Jacob, is not getting these figures, he's upset about the price. You can still get these over there at Comic Relief and Comic Collectibles. So if you are looking for these figures,
the one with the fewest accessories, yeah,
with the fewest accessories, make sure. But here's the thing.
Expensive, huh?
Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing, bro. And this is why I say, to me, it doesn't matter. And I'm not going for the exclusive version at all. I mean, I don't care about the blue milk. I like the blue milk accessory, but I don't care about it. But mainly because when it comes to this particular figure, bro, I don't like the exclusive hands at all. I don't fucking like them. They weren't on screen, so it definitely wasn't screen accurate. This is screen accuracy to me.
Yeah, the hand was totally different when they chopped his arm off, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was
like
screen. It was just like this. It was screen accurate.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So this is the version that I'm going for because I like the regular hand. I don't like them damn. Yeah, no, that it doesn't, because even when you go to like say for instance, if you go to like the exclusive, right, and you look at the way they have the attachment, look at that. What the fuck? Like, how is he pulling the trigger, man? Like, how the fuck are you pulling the trigger with those hands, bro? Like, does that make any sense? Like, nah, I don't want that. I'm straight.
This is crazy, Leo. They look like coconut shells, right?
They do.
Yeah, but if you were swimming, they'd be much better.
Yeah.
Water's not going to come through, is it?
Yeah, nah, I'm not. That's one of the reasons why, like I said, I don't mind the non-exclusive version. So this is the version that I'll get over the other, because I can give two shits about that, to be quite honest. You know what I mean? Like, that's where I am. But yeah,
maybe that's how Walrus Man drinks his blue milk out of his
balls.
Coconut.
His balls are on his face. What's he got in his trousers?
His balls, man. Like, that's you. I'm just gonna call it how I see it. That's some balls.
Has he got
like
two sets of balls? Has he got a set in his trousers, or has he just got nothing like Barbie?
Jake, I bet you your son saw this, was like, "Hey, Dad, they look."
He's at that age where he's very curious about genitalia. So
yeah, right. So he's probably like,
Leo, all you need to do is put on Deadpool's baby pool pack.
Yeah.
So you've got a nut sack, and then you've got a nut sack.
You got the nut sack where he lays them in, bro. Like some balls. I don't care what nobody says.
Should just call him Clacker Bag Man.
Somehow we always get back to the meat.
No, last week we ain't gonna go there. Last week's fucking comic book talk with friends. It's going. You know what? And I can already predict tomorrow. Even though we're not gonna talk about it, it's gonna come up again.
Oh,
it's
for sure.
It's
Bloomer.
Yeah, fucking Bloomer, bro. Started the fucking trend. So, but nah, this definitely, like I said, I mean, is going to be a figure. Again, I love the simple fact that they are definitely doing these. You know what I mean? I really, really do. It just gives you that sensation of what it was like to really see the movie for the first time on screen, how memorable these characters was, how terrifying that scene was between, Ponda and Luke, on camera, you know what I mean? And then it also, it was always that discussion. Well, as we see moving forward, the decision to basically say, okay, a lightsaber cutting through skin will automatically colorize the skin so you won't see blood. But on this one, it was just a pool of blood after he got his arms cut off. Yeah. So, yeah, that was always the conversation at that particular time. And then you get a chance to see in figure form how they've used, even on set, the different suits, like how they've used pieces from, you know what I mean, like with the pants, with the jacket, the flight jacket, same flight jacket that Luke used, same pants that Han wears, you know what I mean, with also Greedo's suit as well. Also how, even like with the character of I keep fucking forgetting his fucking name. I gotta kind of go back out here and I keep fucking forget his name, because the thing is like I didn't really, even with the original trilogy, I couldn't remember his fucking name. Let me see here. Yeah, Brendan. I used to just think he was an anteater back in the day. I did.
Wasn't that his name originally?
Was it
long snout?
Was long snout?
Because we had that. We had Hammerhead. It wasn't.
He was. This figure was never released in the original trilogy. Kenner figures.
Is this what we called the figure? Was like
just long
like
snout,
a long snout or anteater, whatever. And then Labria, like this, Labria, this particular figure here,
fucking demon.
Yeah,
Devil Man.
Yeah, bro, like a straight up demon. But
way out there plotting.
If you take the R out of the name, though, you'll go with the Ball Man. Labia and Scrotum.
Yeah. Yo, like this, but yeah, go ahead.
Sounds like we're making a band up here.
Hey, this looks like the villain from Black Adam.
It is, right? It is. It looks like the villain for Black Adam.
Generic
Also,
devil.
It looks like the devil from I don't know if y'all remember that film that Tom Cruise was in, Legend.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, almost like that. But yeah, I mean it is. It's definitely I'm happy. Like I said, all in happy that they're doing it. I just hope that again, for future reference though, they really think about, these figures when it comes to like price, but also not even, look, price is price. I mean, I get that, it is what it is, but I just hope that for future reference they start figuring out, just the bodies and the detail. I mean, it is what it is. I'm gonna still get it, so I'm not really worried about it.
They need to lower that price, man.
Yeah, they do need to lower the price. Like,
here's one other thing, because I come from a manufacturing background. Volume brings down price. They're not going to make the same amount of Greedos as they are Iron Man or whatever, right? Your production volume, as I say. And then they've still got a Star Wars license to pay. I'm not defending them. I know what everybody says. Yeah. I've got enough Sideshow figures to make a good assessment. That's all I'm saying.
Got you, bro.
We've got to applaud people giving these more obscure characters that I want in my collection, that makes the collection pop. I don't want to look at my collection and go, oh Christ, everybody else has got the same thing.
Yeah.
Imagine if they did Rebels. That'd be amazing. Just the whole Rebels crew.
Yeah. So definitely whoever's going to get this in hand, definitely you already know, if you're an OT fan, it definitely is a good time to be alive and to have these pieces. And I know you're excited about it just as much as I am. But exciting times, man. Definitely exciting times to actually have these in your collection. Moving on though, like I said, I want to move on, with this. I picked up and I watched. Now I want to stress this, first and foremost, before I kind of talk about this. I'm happy for everybody out there who got their Batman figure InArt Batman figure. If you got it, I'm extremely happy about it. If you got your all-in set, whoever you got it from, if you got it in, definitely happy about it. I'm happy for you guys, but I'm just speaking from my experience so far with InArt and where I'm at with them right now. And I can honestly say, bro, I'm completely fed up. Like, I'm almost done. Like, literally, I am this close to canceling my order and getting my money back from Spec Fiction. This is where I'm at right now. It's nothing against them, but I'm had it up to here right now. It has been 2.5 years, bro. Almost 2.5 years. And I still don't have my all-in set in. That's not me basically being or feeling like I'm entitled or privileged. That's you sitting on my fucking money. Right? You're sitting on my money and I still don't have my piece, but yet I see everybody else. And then what was promised has never happened. I want to give a special shout out to Kiko Collects because I watched his video.
I
And
saw
the
that
same
video.
sentiment that he shared is how I feel right now.
Mm.
It's how I feel right now. Now, this isn't against just Spec Fiction. It's not against them. Because yes, and I agree, Mark Attack. Yep, they're really, really slow when it comes to shipping.
It's InArt with their batch.
Is with their batch.
They're just not sending them.
It's not Spec, it's InArt with their batch system, because not only are they doing this to Spec, but they're doing this to other companies. There's people out there that steal right now that do not even have their Pennywise. There's people basically out there right now that still don't have their Gandalf. There's people out right now that still don't have their Aragorn. Like literally, you don't have your Jake. Exactly. You see what I'm saying? So the whole batch system and what they basically promised us in the very beginning, like even with the whole Joker, they were like, okay, you're going to get it on time. We put these stuff out. Yes, they put it out, but I didn't get it until like almost 3 to 4 months after, right? And that was okay. But this shit right here, bro, has been years now. It's almost it is really terrible, bro. And every month it's the same thing. It is the same thing. It's always, we're expecting to get it ETA at the end of the month. And then it doesn't happen. From a business standpoint, and what you basically promised, and if you over deliver and it doesn't fucking work, like, bro, like if you're sitting on my money, I have a right to complain. I have a right to feel disgruntled. I have a right to basically have a lot of trepidation about your company. And that's where I'm at right now, bro. That's exactly where I'm at. Like, I am literally almost done. I'm almost to the point where, and then I found out from watching that video, which I didn't know, is that going to cancel your shit through the company, you can't do it. You can't cancel your orders.
Yeah, it's hard.
Well, Lil, can I speak? I made a decision about 3 months ago never to buy from InArt until I see a wholesale change. And this is, I'm not shitting on a company, I don't like doing that. I cancelled, so I immediately ordered Polytrades from Dune. I ordered the Joker 2-pack. I've cancelled them and I've lost my deposit on it.
Wow.
But I'm happy with that because I don't like their process. I don't like that the initial batch doesn't match anything else. I don't like the spin. I'm in sales and marketing now, and it really rubs me the wrong way in terms of who they are. I've made the decision that unless there's a wholesale change, I will never buy from them again. My personal take, honestly, as a collector. So I honestly, I'm out. I've got the Joker 2-pack. I was there with everybody 3,000 years ago, when we had these issues, So for me, I don't like their process, and see if their quality was consistent throughout all the batches. Fair enough, but be upfront. If you set your expectations as a consumer to what the OEM does, then great. But for me, I wasn't aware that you were going to talk in this, Leo, but I've made that decision. I've taken a hit. I could carry on and then sell that figure. Not for me. I'm absolutely out on that.
Yeah. I and again, like I said, even with Mark Lee said, it is a double-edged sword because again, there were some bonuses that when they did come into the fray, they did push the needle forward when it came to Hot Toys and evolution. So we did see Hot Toys evolve. So I get that. But bro, I am literally livid to the point where I'm like willing to take that risk and say fuck it and cancel my shit through spec and just get my money back. Because the thing is, I don't even have enough. I don't even have the same enthusiasm for it. Like no more. Like I really don't give a shit about that figure anymore, bro.
Yeah.
And that's terrible.
That's kind of how I felt about the Mark III when Sideshow played me. I was the last person on earth to get that. Like when I got it, I got it like 3 months after it started shipping from Sideshow, like 3 or 4 months afterward. And I was just like I don't even care about this shit anymore. Like I didn't even do a video on it. I didn't care to. Like I was just like, all right, it's cool, whatever. Like I totally get that. Like
bro,
me personally though, like I feel like I've been pretty lucky throughout my InArt like journey, I guess. Like I don't know how the fuck Toys Wonderland shipped my goddamn Batman. I'll be honest with you. I don't know how the fuck they got a hold of a batch. I don't know how they got it, but they did. Me and Dre both got our InArt Batman, the rooted ones. I bugged the shit out of him. I hit that fool up on fucking WhatsApp. I bugged him. I made sure he fucking did it, and he actually shipped it. He shipped both of our things. So, Kit shipped my Pennywise. And speaking of that Pennywise, like I got it from a guy out there in the community. He hooked me up with a PO because I never got one. I missed out on everywhere. It was sold out everywhere, and he was kind enough to bow out of his pre-order, and I was able to acquire his. Kid sent me the fucking invoice when it came in, and I got it. I do have 2 orders of the Batman still. I do have one on Spec Fiction, which I haven't heard anything from yet. I am waiting on that one, and I have another one at Pop Collectibles, and I'm also waiting on that one too. But I heard that it's just it's extremely slow right now. I don't get it. So like, it's fucking sucks, man. Like they're great shit, but like
it's all higgledy-piggledy, isn't it? Like some Harry Potters have gone out.
It sucks.
Like, they haven't finished. They need to just, if the company isn't big enough, they need to just concentrate on one thing. Get all that out done. Next one, get all that out done. Don't do batch. Just hold it all back, because you are going to get a lot of people getting really pissed off. And it's
like Harry Potter's out now, right? Like, dude, how long does it take for somebody to get the Harry Potter now? That's crazy.
That was quick. They came out with that one too.
That's the thing, bro. You that shit is out, but you haven't fucking said. And the thing is, I was asked even the other day, "Are you going to pre-order Mike?" No, not at all.
Yeah, I skipped on that. Mike.
I'm skipping on it. I'm not doing it. And the thing is, I pre-ordered Paul Atreides straight through InArt, so I don't have to go through anybody else. I pre-ordered through them. But if I wanted to cancel the order, it's just, again, bro, like I just think that it's again, you're going to have a lot of people who love InArt. And I'm glad that you do. And if you're willing to wait, that's completely fine. If you got your figures in and you enjoy it, and it's not taken away from the productivity of the product itself, because it is incredible work. It is decent pieces, even though, like I said, there were a lot of minus. There were some QC issues with the magnetic base for Joker. I heard there was some QC issues for a lot of people with their Gandalf, even with Aragorn. But I mean, look, level of perfection. There's going to be issues with any figure that you get, whether it's Hot Toys or InArt or whoever else you go through. My biggest issue right now is the business ethics of it, because you're making promises that you can't fucking keep, and you're sitting on my money, and this is basically in batches, when I was one of the first motherfuckers to order it, bro.
Yeah, that's not, when you start doing that to your customer base, that's what you get people pissed off, man. And like I see why people are saying that shit. Like, and all the bullshit though. Like people were saying before, oh, InArt's whatever. Like, yeah, that's not the same as it is now. People are like, they're actively fucking making it hard for people to get this shit, like to get their shit in hand. Like, I don't know what they're doing behind closed doors where they're fucking producing like 6 figures at a time and they just can't keep up. I don't know what's going on. I'm not going to pretend to know. I'm not going to speculate. I'm not one of those people. But they just need to fucking get their shit out to people and figure it out. Like, No pun intended, but just figure it the fuck out. Like get people their shit. That's all you can ask for, and people won't have a problem. But when you start fucking with their money, when you start fucking with how long it takes for them to get your shit, like you're gonna start getting really pissed off people. And that's why you see a lot of people getting all mad and shit right now. And people are gonna say, "Oh, you guys are turning on InArt now," and this is that. It's like, no, InArt's good at what they do in terms of the actual figure in your hand, but when it comes to this manufacturing shit, they need to step up their game, bro. Because like it's crazy right now. It really is. Like I don't understand what the fuck they're doing. But
maybe get John on, Leia, for an interview.
Yeah.
See if we,
Yeah, I tried to get him on like a couple months back. It was just scheduling, issues at that time and what they had going on. I'll definitely try to do that. I think that as transparent as you are about the figures and what you have coming up, it needs to definitely be more as just as much transparency when it comes to these batches and this whole fucking batch system and how it works. Because again, and this is nothing against, I'm not trying to blast Spec. We know that Spec, there's a lot of delays with them. They delayed, I had a delay on my Wonder Woman statue for a while, but I was patient enough, which happens to come through Queen Studio as well. You know what I mean? I was patient enough and I really wanted that statue and I got it. It is one of the most beautiful pieces that I have. But other than that, this all-in set, bro, like you're literally sitting on almost $1,200 worth of my money right now.
Oh my gosh.
Like literally sitting on $1,200. And a promise that with that money that it was free shipping at that time. So I guess because it's free shipping, but you don't even have the shit in. You know what I mean? So that, again, bro, like I hate to be that person and I don't want to have those discussions, but this is why, and I say this, Hot Toys will always be a step ahead of y'all. Even though there's delays with them, we come to expect that, but at least when it's released, it's released. And that's what it is. You know what I mean? Say what you want about Sideshow, but them motherfuckers, when they know, they'll at least let you know. I still get notifications through them. Hey, your shit's delayed. It's going to be delayed. There's a level of transparency out there. But see, I feel bad for distribution and companies who distribute figures and what they have to go through. What they have to go through dealing with these particular conversations, because it's not them. It's the company that they're dealing with when it comes to getting those batches, bro. Yeah. That's the fucked up part about it. You know what I mean?
Hot Toys are like shipping 100+ different figures a year. We're 140 pre-orders in a year. InArt 1-2 figures a year. Yep. Jesus, come on.
Yep.
I mean, the Viper, right? Let's just call it how it is. It's a custom scale, but they've not scaled up. They're not volume ready. They're not volume ready.
Yeah, they're not. That's what it
is. That's the fact. Let's just call it out. So they're not Hot Toys. Hot Toys killer. Oh, I remember those conversations. Jesus Christ. Yeah.
And you remember, like when Hot Toys. And here's the thing: we're talking about Hot Toys with increased volume right now. Increased volume on different IPs, movies, streaming shows, and stuff like that. So it's to be expected when we get certain delays. But there's isn't it crazy that I'm talking about transparency? It's when it comes to Hot Toys. It's transparency when it comes to the companies that they distribute through. They get those delay notices. We know that. But with InArt, man, it's just like rolling dice. You don't know what the fuck you're going to get. And you're right. Their volume isn't. Then that's why I'm saying in this space, you cannot over deliver. You can't.
And Hot Toys are actually shipping figures early now than what they've done. I mean, that causes you a little bit more of a problem on the other spectrum, right? But they're actually scaling up from what I see. So, I've my deep thoughts on this one. So,
Ian, you want to know something kind of funny? Since you brought up the distribution thing, I don't know if you're aware of Diamond Comics. I'm sure Leia at least
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
For a while there, they were like the only distributor in the North American market for comics. Well, when Paul Atreides went for pre-order, Diamond actually had that for us retailers to pre-order. Do you want to know what price?
How much?
Retail. We had to buy it at the retail price in order to distribute it.
Damn.
So they're, I guess you could say they're working on their distribution, but not effectively. And I think they've actually, Diamond has since taken that down and you can't pre-order it now.
Wow. See, and that's the thing, Jake. I mean, and I'm glad I have you on here because from a distribution standpoint, people that don't know the whole issue or they don't know the deal and as far as what goes on behind the scenes, people have a tendency to blame the company rather than understanding that, okay, no, we're they're as a company, I'm pretty sure Spec is just as much in limbo as we are when it comes to they might have had a promise made to them that they were going to get the figure in a timely manner and they haven't gotten it. You know what I mean?
I get blamed for Hot Toys not having them in my store for people who pre-ordered them while they see other people getting them because they don't understand. You can get them from overseas quicker for a higher price, things like that. I've had people tell me that I already bought it. I don't want my pre-order through you anymore. I mean, there's a lot of people that don't get it.
Yeah, that they don't, and that's just. But again, shout out to Kiko. I definitely wanted to give him a shout out because it was his honest opinion about it, and it spoke volumes. I watched it the whole way through, and what he said was addressing exactly how I felt. It was exactly how I felt, but yet they put up this fucking rock diorama, bro. Something that I can just say, Costa built that shit in an hour.
Yeah, that was kind of like I watched Kiko's video too, and I'd be pretty pissed too. Like, here's a rock base, guys.
Yeah,
and that's coming from a guy who has done streams with John at InArt too. So I do appreciate that.
Yeah,
I don't. To be honest, I've never watched a stream with him and thought that I got any answers from anything.
Yeah,
just to be real,
same.
I think he really dances around a lot when trying to answer these questions.
Because it's like, I don't think, and here's the thing, in all fairness to John, and I have to say this because he's just the voice of a company, because again, he's interpreting a lot of stuff that they may not be able to convey to us. So he's just the voice. He only knows but so much, and he has to be the middleman. I can only imagine how much stress he's under with trying to convey our concerns even to them about this shit. You know what I mean? Like, it's a really tough situation, but from a fucking consumer standpoint, that is not softening the blow. You know what I mean? It's not softening the blow when we have been wanting and expecting to get our fucking figures in, and you are sitting on our fucking money. At least if I want to cancel something through Sideshow, I might lose the NRD depending on whether or not it's delayed or whatever, but at least I know I'm getting my money back. These motherfuckers, man, it's like you are playing Russian roulette. If you cancel, you might lose your shit.
Yeah. I think JB has brought up a good point. John's the marketing director. I think he knows a lot more about what's going on than we're giving credit for.
Yeah.
So I hate to be that guy. I'm a sales director for quite a big company. I know any issue at my company. Any issue. A much bigger company than J&D, and a much, like, by 100 times.
Yeah.
Whatever. I know. So don't listen. Nah.
Let it out. Let it out.
Say it.
Bullshit.
You said
play the game bullshit, right? So
Yeah.
that's why I'm out of InArt completely.
Yeah.
Until I see something.
And the excitement
change.
was definitely there for it, bro. But I was just wondering, and you'll get like a lot of some content creators that will always they'll get it first based on, the relationship with the company or whether or not they are big enough YouTubers and, this, that, and the third. We see that shit, bro. It happens. And I'm not mad at that aspect. But from a consumer standpoint, you're paying just as much money, man. You know what I mean? Like, and it's not really, really fair that we have to go through these things, and on top of that, I'm afraid that once I get my figure in, if there are QC issues, is it going to be the same fucking delay if I have to send it back or if I have to go through it? You know what I mean? Like, it's one of the toughest. 110 people in here watching. Thank you very much. Hit that like button if you haven't already. Thank you for your value support, as always. But again, bro, like I said, I didn't want to actually talk about this, but I'm just fed up, bro, because I'm seeing like each and every week, I'm just completely going back and refreshing my email just to see if I got a fucking invoice, bro. If I'm getting an invoice about my fucking figure and it's not here, and through a company that's not being as fucking transparent, bro.
Right, Leo, here's my opinion that we're on here, we're all collectors, we're passionate about what we do, and Jake, that's his livelihood, it's important to us, but we've got to be balanced, so we can't be happy clappers. I've got no skin in the game on anything, so I think it's right that we can be constructively sharing our own experiences. No agenda. There's absolutely no agenda on this discussion at all, right? So, and for everybody else that's watching, maybe that makes them think a certain way. I don't know, but we're not here influencing, but it's...
Hey, and
I think it's good that we shared, because we've been positive. We constantly talk positively about the figures and releases and promoting the companies like Jake and my mate Brian. That are...
I mean, I have to promote Jake because he told me if I don't, he's going to turn my lights off. So I don't have a fucking choice, bro. So
well, he already done that.
I've already taken your insurance for it.
Nah, but I mean,
he just done that
like that, and my shit's just gone, bro. State Farm.
I abuse power, dude.
Right, but here's the thing. I want to address something real quick though, because Mark Attack, you said something that's real funny. I think becoming influenced just so I can get stuff early. Here's the thing.
Me
Mark
too.
Attack, check it out.
Yeah, me
Mark
too.
Attack.
I mean,
me, Dan, Pop Culture Living Room. We don't get shit early at all.
Yeah, I mean, look, like I said, I got lucky. I have the fucker here, but I got lucky just because I made a poor decision in the past, and it actually worked out. I made the poor decision to pre-order from fucking Toys Wonderland, and I don't know how in the fuck, but it did work out. I don't know. I can't explain that one to you.
Listen, we already know, and I'm just going to keep it all the way a stack. And whoever gets mad at this, whoever's watching it is an influencer. I'm sorry. And I'm not calling you out. I'm just saying what it is. It's all about who you know and what your relationship is with that individual. It is what it is. I mean, that's how the shit works. And it's no shade. It's just how the shit works. That's how it works. Yeah. If you are the individual who basically, like for me, I'm not in the now with these motherfuckers. Yeah, what I mean,
there's only two influencers
now
that people talk about,
Hey, and JB, check it out. Yeah, I am getting it early, but if you and the thing is, I don't even want to put it out there how much I paid for this, but getting it early, I could have waited.
It hurts.
Honestly,
it hurts.
I could have waited.
We saw how much the shipping is. It's expensive.
The shipping
is crazy for 5 to 6 days,
bro. You know how much the shipping is, and I'm gonna tell you like this, and I'm gonna keep it all the way exact. The shipping for this motherfucker was $320.
Oh, that hurts my soul.
$320 for the shipping on this particular vehicle that I already paid like
Thunder figure.
Exactly, bro. All up a total of $1,800, almost $2,000 all up if you think about it.
Yeah.
So if I'm paying that money, you damn right. I hope. But here's the thing. It's in batches. So this is the first batch that's going out to pretty much everybody. You feel me? So like, yeah, it ain't no influencer shit for me, to be quite honest.
I've been suspecting.
Wait a second.
InArt.
Wait a
Oh,
second. So you said yours was $320 because the email for batch 1 to get it within 7 days is $500. So you got some kind of a discount. If you get it by sea, it's $212.
Well, see,
but I'm looking at
let
the
me read.
Jazz Inc.
Let me
email
read.
right now. That's fucked up.
Whoa.
Let me.
Yeah.
Let me read. Let me read because I got the invoice and everything right here, bro. Because it might even be more. It could be depending.
Yeah, I mean,
because I know he
DHL
said
and FedEx.
Yeah,
those first install
are
payments
crazy. Like DHL's shipping is ridiculous compared to some of these other companies. Because getting my aluminum from the UK, when it's crazy. It's crazy how much difference it is. Because sometimes I can get the Royal Mail get sent to me, and it's like half the cost. It's just
it depends,
nuts.
and that's what I'm saying. It depends on who you go because it is.
Yeah,
there's different ones. There's 320s. There's 100, and I think it's if you want the snail mail, it's like 180 or 100 whatever. And again, like I got to go back and look at it, but I know it was around 3 something. It might even have been 380 or something like that. I'm not really sure.
Well,
but even still, like when you're looking at that shit, and honestly, I'm gonna call it out, bro, and I'll be the first to call it out if that's the truth. Because again, I didn't see it. That shit ain't fucking fair, bro. That's not fucking fair, bro. If you're overpricing and doing shit like that, and listen, I've had him on the show, and it's nothing against Yost. I've had him on the show twice,
Yost
bro.
is great.
Yost is great, but this is what I'm talking about, bro. These fucking prices, and again, I'm an influencer, bro, but I also believe in fair is fucking fair. Fair is fucking fair, especially if we're all buying the same shit. We're all buying the same damn vehicles. And this is why I said for me, it is the very last fucking vehicle that I'm buying. I'm not doing that anymore, bro.
You're not getting the do back?
Am I what?
You're not getting the do back?
No, I'm talking about through Jazz Inc.
Oh.
You know what I mean? I'm not buying those vehicles through Jazz Inc. because the price, again, this one now, it was a sore spot, bro. Yeah, it's the sore spot when you're thinking about it. It is a lot of fucking money, but you get what you pay for. I get it, but I mean those prices are fucking outlandish. You know what I mean?
My shipping for the 22 was $287.
Yeah.
For the 22 and it's a little bit smaller.
It depends on where you live too. So like if you live in California compared to us on the East Coast, the shipping's gonna be different. And this chart is an idea of what the shipping
it would be
so
based on whatever
different when he sends you the invoice for shipping. It might be different. Like you get a choice.
I'd like to jump in on this one, and maybe Jake's got some information as well. So Brian, hope you're well. So Modu Case, good friends with Brian. Months ago he told me about the shipping issues that shipping companies had been manipulating supply and demand and restricting certain shipping aspects that increased his prices by a significant factor, and he was under pressure. He's got to pass that on at some point, right? He's a business, right? So I'm not, and it'll be similar with Yost. Over time, things change. I've seen from me having on my own business shipping product from a region, and it doubled within 6 months.
Yeah,
and I've got to commit with a client.
Yeah.
So, don't. It's easy when we're on here on YouTube, slating Jazz Inc. or Moduspace or what. We don't all know the detail behind it. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I know for a fact from what I do, and I know for a fact from what Brian has been facing. So it's if people want to vent out, take out in the shipping companies that are manipulating supply and demand.
And that's the thing, and that's why I kind of give Yost grace definitely because of the manipulation with these fucking companies. He explained it to me behind the scenes. I was like, yo, he's going through a lot of shit, bro. Mm-hmm. He's definitely, a lot of these companies are going through a lot of shit, but at the same time, it's just like, damn, like fair is fair, bro. Like, and I honestly say, like, I try to go through, I err on the side of, and here's the thing, because companies will ask you as an influencer, do you want to be the first to review? They'll ask you,
Mhm.
you know,
And that's
don't think
fine.
you're getting that shit for free.
I've
You're
never
not,
been asked.
No,
but-
no, no.
you're not getting this shit for free, but they'll ask you if you want to basically, as an influencer, do it. And you have the, you can say yes, or you can say no and just wait for your first batch and just pay whatever else. But again, I was asked, I took the opportunity to do it because I'm like, you know what? Let me just get this shit out of the fucking way, because I don't want to be one of those motherfuckers that have to wait, because it's, but across the board now, that's why I say this is the last one for me, bro, because again, I want to be just like everybody else who gets their shit and has to wait. And I want it to be an equal playing field, bro. I don't want that bullshit, bro. And I think that everybody should be treated fairly. You know what I mean? If that makes any sense. But and again, it's just always, look, I didn't want to make this a whole rant session about,
Nah, it's
but
good conversation.
but it's
It is
good
good
conversation
yeah.
because people have to really understand. Number one, in our look, brilliant with what you've basically done. Brilliant that you've actually helped push the needle forward when it comes to other company. I'm watching Ball Chin right now. Brilliant that you've actually pushed the company forward and you've caused the company to now look at things and want to do better. I get that. But at the same time, not at the cost of over delivering. Don't over deliver, because it's a lot of us that are still waiting on shit and we've paid money for it. And on top of that, like these shipping costs, it's a lot, bro. Especially in an economy where right now we know they ain't paying us more. Our wages aren't rising right now in no way, shape, or form. So it just being smart. That's why I was like, I have to bow out. But I knew I wanted this Batmobile. I wanted basically the 89. It's been a dream of mine to have it. I fucking cannot wait to have it. You know, it has been my most anticipated of all time, but you know, it is what it is. You know what I mean?
I'm thinking about canceling my only InArt pre-order, which would be Aragorn. So
See,
yeah,
and
I
yeah,
mean, it's partly because I went through Kit, and I think Kit's a great guy, and I've always liked dealing with him. Part of it is because there's been no other announcement as far as like Legolas, Gimli, anybody else part of that. There's been nothing. There's no word on as to when that's going to come out. And then I recently, secured myself something that I've been really wanting, and I'm thinking I'm just going to go ahead and cancel this and take the funds, put it towards that. But yeah, it is. It's very discouraging because you see all these other people with it in hand, and I know Mandy's had it. She's taking some incredible pictures of it.
oh, she's taking fucking phenomenal pictures of
Yeah.
that shit, bro.
I've got the sculpted.
Probably
though.
one of my favourite figures. It's so good. And a
Yeah.
lot of people say, oh, the face isn't right. I mean, I got mine through Toys on Fire. But it was an early batch, and you just pay a little bit more for the early batch because a friend of his abroad, I think directly deals with InArt, but it was like the very first batch. And I did feel a bit guilty, but it's like the offer was there, and it's like, well,
No, don't feel guilty. Get yours.
Don't
Yeah,
feel
I get
guilty.
it.
Yeah, don't
Hell
feel
no, don't
guilty.
feel guilty
No.
about it. Hell no.
If you can get it, get it. That's
If you
how I
can-
always-
That's just the best thing. If you can actually get it, and if it's a company that's willing, but it's the shameful part is that this isn't something that's been happening across the board that we should do, then we wouldn't need to have these discussions. You know what I mean?
They overpromise everything.
They
so
over.
far.
That's
They
what
have.
it is. Not over deliver, over
Yeah.
promise.
They're
I'll
It's
take
worth-
that back. Thank you. You know,
just
'cause
wait for
K
it, though.
Carter.
Don't cancel. Don't
K
cancel
Carter is
it.
always my fact checker. He was always like, "Yo, don't say over deliver, man. Say over promise." Thanks, bro. I appreciate you, bro.
If you've been in sales, you know the term under promise and over deliver.
Over deliver. Yeah,
So,
definitely,
they're
bro.
over promising though.
Over promise, definitely. Thank you for that, bro. I like getting fat. And here's the thing. I do want to and thank you, Christopher Lee, for saying this. I'm glad you pointed this shit out. Watch the guy from Vegas gonna be like,
You
I
can eat a
told you
bag
so.
of dicks.
Exactly, because this is not for him. This is not a session for him because he's part of the problem. He's not a solution. He's part of the problem because he's looking. I'm not looking for these companies to fail. I'm looking for the companies to course correct some of these issues that we're having, so then we can have faith in you as a company. I'm looking for those aspects of it. Correct. So then things can be better. I'm not looking for InArt to fail at all. I'm just saying as
He
of
wants
right
it to
now,
fail.
you know what I mean? He wants, he did.
I
He
think I know who you're
actually,
talking about.
you know, what we're talking about.
I
He
think
want-
I have a good idea.
Listen,
I'm not even going to say the name of the person. People out there, if you know, you know. But I'm not going to give them that much that fucking time of day. But he wants them to fail. I don't want a company to fail because I want the company to succeed. But they just have to do better. We want them to do better. Plain and simple. We want them to do fucking better.
Do you
if
know
they
what, though?
fail, I want it to be done after the Superman Christopher Reeve 2-pack. Then that's the only InArt one that I want. Like, there's nothing else that I want or I bought. So please make that soon before I die.
Yeah, make Superman, please,
and go under.
Then go under.
I had a couple of little issues with InArt things, just the little niggly things, and I contacted their Facebook Messenger, and they've been so good, like really good. It might take them a couple of days, 2 or 3 days, but they get back and then they try and sort it, and then so it might even be worth just messaging them and just going, "What's going on?" Not John's personal page, but the actual InArt. So it's somebody else that deals with that, and they've been brilliant. I can't fault them, really can't.
Yeah, man. And that's the thing, bro. Like, those little things is what we can definitely do, and that's what's going to make a company better, and us as consumers. Because the thing is, they make money because we provide them the money for the product that they actually, and they evolve because of these discussions. If we don't have them, then they're going to think that there's no issues.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, if we don't have these type of discussions, then there's going to always be the thought of, okay, yeah, there's no issues. Everybody has what they want. They're getting in a timely manner and they can wait and it's okay. No, it's not okay, man. Not when you're sitting on people's hard-earned money, bro. Plain and simple. This isn't, you know what I mean, me just paying $20 or $30 for NRD. No. Because there's motherfuckers that complain about that. Like, they're upset about that, rightfully so. But I've literally sitting on like over $1,100, bro. They're sitting over $1,100 of my money.
See, if you paid up front, it should in full, not just when it's released. You should get that first. That should just be. Yeah. That's how it is.
Yeah. That's it. That's definitely it, man. Like, and again, so I didn't want to round up the discussion like this, but I mean, I definitely did want to have the discussion. So thank you everybody for this conversation, because it definitely needed to be had. So thank you for rocking with us today. Look, it's not to basically, downplay or shit on, these companies. We just want them to be better and do better. That's all I'm basically saying. If we're willing to shit on Hot Toys when they do some wrong shit, Sideshow when they do wrong shit,
they can all get it.
InArt, you can get it. John, I mean, Yost, you my guy, but if it's
equal opportunity, bro,
equal opportunity on anybody, everybody can get it, but it's not where we want you to fail. It's just that we got to give you that hard. They always say tough love is the most important love. So definitely that we're just giving you that tough love because we want to see you evolve. You know what I mean? So that's what. Oh, fuck, Kurt Booth. So glad you reminded me of that shit. I am so fucking sorry because we didn't talk about it. We're going to talk about this next, and then we're going to kind of dip out. Yes, I'm so sorry, but thank you very much. Let's talk about this real quick. We did not talk about Thrawn. Fuck, man, I forgot about that, bro.
He's ready to go to Target already.
Definitely released. You did right. Listen, yes, Thrawn dropped, bro. Thank you so much. Thrawn basically dropped. It was released this week. I forgot all about it. We started talking about everything else, but it dropped this week, bro. Good. Thank you, because now we can talk about something exciting. I'm excited about this fucking figure, bro. In my opinion, the head sculpt, I'm just going to say it right off the back, is a 10 out of 10. It's a 10 out of 10. It is a fucking 10 out of 10. They nailed it. And they were graceful enough. Because here's the thing, bro. Remember, people were talking about, he looks a little bit beefy on camera, man. You see, they basically graced. They gave him some grace, bro. But this looks
He was
incredible,
chubby.
man.
He
And
was.
they
Yeah,
took away the meat.
They took away the meat. Oh, here you
He
go.
was chubby.
Here you
Not
go
gonna
with that
lie.
shit, Jay. You just had to say meat. You just wanted an opportunity to say meat.
I've been waiting, dude.
You just wanted an opportunity to say meat. Jake, since we talking to you, bro, what you think about this figure, man?
Hey, dude, he looks great. I mean, I have zero complaints about it. I don't have it pre-ordered for myself. Not something that really fits in my display overall, but I think it looks fantastic. Anybody who's going to be getting this, I think you're going to be happy. If you want to mod it, add a little more meat to the belly. Go nuts. If you want that screen accuracy,
That's
you can wait for InArt to do it, but I'm just kidding. But no, I think it looks good. You can't be mad at this one. And they got it out quick.
They got this shit out. Didn't they move the date up on this?
Yeah.
I think this was originally like wasn't this originally like a Q4, Q1 of 2025?
Yeah.
It was way after. It was after Hero. It was after Sabine. It was after Chopper.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, definitely. This is fucking incredible. Dan, what's your thoughts on this, bro?
Oh, this looks great, man. I have this on the way. It should be here either tomorrow or Tuesday.
So you Tim sent that shit, didn't you?
Yeah, actually, Pop Collectibles did.
Oh,
Unfortunately.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It should be arriving here any day now. But yeah, no, this is sick, man. It looks really good. This will be my first like Imperial officer in my collection. So yeah, it looks great. I love the character. It's he's a badass character. I wish he was a little bit more menacing in Ahsoka, but I don't care, man. It's the character for me. Representation is enough, and it looks great. It really does. I'm excited to see it in hand. And yeah, it's an awesome piece. I don't love the accessory table thing. I feel like that's gonna be a bag of shit, but whatever. I don't care about that, man. I'm excited to get this. It just look at that pose right there, man. That's just simple. Like that's why I love like Imperial officers. I've debated going back and getting Krennic. He's not like crazy expensive, but like it's like I don't know. But this is just he's a menacing character, and that's what I love. So like
Hot Toys is killing those colored head sculpts, him and Kang.
Yes, bro.
Yeah.
Him, Kang,
Yondu,
fucking Yondu, fucking Mantis, Gamora. Yeah, they killing the paint job on these, man. They killing it.
It's great though, man. I'm excited for this. The Ahsoka line is dangerous for me just because, dude, just the sheer amount of fucking figures that I want,
bro.
So,
bro,
yeah,
bro,
needed this though. 100% looks great. I think it's amazing. So.
Yo, it's like Kurt. I'm laughing to myself because Kurt. Shout out to Kurt Booth. It's like he was saying, "Hold up, motherfucker! I waited 2 hours and you ain't talking about my shit. Oh, we gonna talk. You gonna stay and we gonna talk about this shit now, motherfucker." But nah, man. Definitely excited about it. Ian, what's your thoughts on this, bro?
Well, after Kurt asking to talk about Thrawn and then everybody's talking about meat, all I could think about was the 80s movie Porky's. And I'm still you know, Pee-wee.
Oh shit! I can't believe you brought up Porky's, man. Oh, that fucking movie, bro. Damn. Damn. Oh shit. Porky's, bro. Oh fuck. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah. Well, you know. But anyway, on a serious,
like he ain't got that shit on DVD or VHS tape, bro. You know.
The Porky's hilarious. Yeah. Anyway, I don't want to talk about childhood memories because you always try and trump me with your piss squirt guns. You know. So.
Yo, women was like Porky's. I saw that film in theaters. Yes, I'm that. Oh, damn.
Damn.
Porky's, bro. Damn. But anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, I didn't pre-order this, but I've actually got it coming. So, Thrawn, and it's more so for Heir of the Empire I've got this one, so
Yeah.
I think the figure looks fantastic. I don't care about the dad, the bod, all that. Ugh, Jesus. I think this looks absolutely fantastic. This head sculpt, I'm kind of with you. It's not 10 out of 10, but it's a definite 9. This is
Look at that.
cracking. Or as Mandy says, this is ace. I like this. I like this, and this will fit on my Empire shelf somewhere.
This is definitely Mandy. Are you going to get this?
Well, I wasn't, because I was getting so many figures from the Ahsoka line, but a friend of mine, Jack, he didn't want his pre-order anymore, so it's like, all right then. So Thursday, I'm getting him. He should be here Thursday. He looks brilliant. I do love Papa Smurf. I do.
Somebody said you could put a whole bunch of Smurfs around it the other day. I was like, yeah, you could.
The Rebels lot, like, because I've got my like custom Kanan, custom Ezra, so you could just like turn the clarity down a bit, make him look a bit younger. I could use him with like Rebels and the Ahsoka line. Apart from like Captain Enoch, the zombie trooper, I'm not getting Marok, and I think that's about the ones I'm not getting. But pretty much everything else I am getting. I just loved it. It was my favourite series. Obviously, Rebels, I love Rebels and Clone Wars. So I haven't read Heir to the Empire, but I've read some of the comics. I've got them on my iPad. I do love him. He's a brilliant actor. Him and his brother, they're both brilliant. Figure looks great. I like the little table. Get some friends round, have a few beers, somewhere to put it. Brilliant, just brilliant.
Yeah, I wish they had like an LED light up feature for the table. You know what I mean? That'd be decent.
It'd be easy to put something there, though, wouldn't it? I'm sure Costa could figure something. He could sort it.
You know what? Speaking of, this would be the perfect time for you to watch the video on a little the
light up.
The light up unit he used, because you can put Thrawn on there with the tape. That shit would be dope.
Yeah, because it's clear table, so it comes
Isn't
right.
Isn't that right, Costa? Isn't that right?
Yes. I guess I'm gonna have to order this figure just to show people that I can do that.
See how quickly I enabled
them, Costa? Aren't you going to be selling the little light up things?
Yeah, right now you can only make them, but eventually I'm working on making a kit that you could just buy. Right now I have to figure out how to ship them, so I gotta get the box and figure all that stuff out. So yeah, an Etsy store is coming soon, guys! Yay!
Fantastic.
Yeah, bro, definitely. This is Jacob, you might as well just go and get that, bro. You know you want to get that, man.
Well, I'll have extras in the store. If I feel like grabbing it, I'll just grab myself one.
Yeah, it's going to do that, bro, because you want it. But nah, this is it, and it's here's the thing, and I was talking about this the other day. If this looks this good, damn, like Dan said, that Ahsoka line is going to be dangerous because of Hera, Sabine, Ahsoka. Who else?
They better get the bum right on Hera.
I was going to say the same thing.
Yeah.
Damn, I'm going to have to pad it out myself if it's not right.
Yeah.
So many shots dedicated to that.
He said you better get the padding right. Hell yeah, bro. I think they will though. I think they're gonna look if they could do what they did to Mantis,
Lady Pool,
and what they did to Lady Pool. They're going the attention to detail for Hot Toys is pretty much right there. So just
remember in there's a teenage boy in this head, so she's got to be perfect.
Yeah,
that's why I collect. That's just the reason.
Grand Admiral Boo Balls.
I'm gonna check when he comes. I am. I'm gonna rip them out like you did with the Barbie dolls as a kid. No, you didn't do that. Who did that?
He's got Thanos' chin down there.
Yeah, right. Marketech says, honest question: who is
Jesus
getting Thrawn
Christ.
just for the for his appearance in Ahsoka? I feel like most people are getting him for other reasons. Well, here's the thing, and that's the beauty of it, because again, we know that Heir of the Empire, and if you have the Dark Empire, Luke and stuff like that, there's so many different things that you'll be able to do with it that makes sense. So that is definitely a beautiful thing. Would love Thrawn purely for Heir of the Empire, but the Ahsoka show killed my enthusiasm. I feel you, but you know what? Hey, JB. Just divorce, do what I do. If it's a terrible IP, divorce the character from the film. Because I'm gonna tell you like this, and Jay could tell you, that fucking Kang is easily on my top 5 list of figure of the year.
Wow.
What about
It
that
is
Thor, though?
Hands down.
Fucking incredible, hands down. You know what I mean? That one, I also
That Thor? That Thor?
even though nobody's gonna tell me where the fuck this Thor came from. Yeah, I keep for some fucking reason I keep wondering where this shit came from, and nobody wanted to tell me shit. But you know, it is what it is. But again, you divorce characters from the IP to get what you want, so you already know, man. It's we'll see how it's gonna go. But anyway, yeah, if you're getting that Thrawn, it's an incredible piece. I cannot wait. Once it's released, it's all in, and I'm in on it. But and again, thank you guys, man. It's been an incredible show.
Congratulations on 10,000 as well.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. I appreciate
Scottish
that.
accent, Leo, please. Scottish accent.
I can't, man. I can't. Like Costa can do it for me. If he does it, I'll mind.
Do what? What am I
No.
supposed to say?
There's no delegation on this panel.
Can't do it. I gotta practice it. I'll try to come back with it next
No
Sunday.
delegation from this panel.
Ian, you're just going to have to set up like a YouTube channel, and you just do a word, and then everyone can repeat.
Yeah.
You're so soft spoken; it's hard to imitate.
Well, I did look up a YouTube channel that does tell you how to. So I'm actually working on it. So be careful. It's coming to become. It's going to become more. It's going to be less Scotty and more.
You need to
Scotty.
come over to Edinburgh for a couple of weeks, and then we'll get you up to speed, Costa.
I always end up sounding like Sean Connery.
I like the way Ian says bigger.
Yeah, he does.
Hello, Miss Moneypenny.
Yeah. Oh, dude. Perfect.
You know what? Surprisingly enough,
Let's talk like James Bond.
you know what? I love how both fuckers think that Ian is soft spoken until you meet him in person off camera and you're drunk. That goes away. That goes away. Like, and then he gets
Or
like,
if you piss me off.
bro, he gets like
A little bit with Vito earlier.
bro, he has like a mutation when he drinks because he gets super strong, bro. He starts gripping you up. Like literally, bro.
That was strong.
Like he gets, bro, like straight up. Like he'll just be like, come here, and snatch you up and start spinning you on his finger and shit. Like while he's talking to you, bro. I'm like, yo, put me down, motherfucker. He just
Becomes Tormund from Game of Thrones.
he just yeah, bro. Super strong. Like, damn, Ian, that hurt, bro.
How tall are you, Ian? How tall are you?
About the same height as Leo.
Yeah, about 5.
How tall are you, Leia?
5'8". Yeah.
I'm nearly 5'10".
Yeah. See,
That's all right, Mandy. I can still spin you about, no problem.
I'll hold you to that.
definitely, man.
On the dot.
Like a record. Why did anybody ask anybody else's height?
Oh, go on.
No,
Jake,
No, I'm
you're
just
gonna
kidding.
be
No, I was
6'1".
kidding.
That's funny.
Jake's going to be 6'1". I reckon
Le-
Dan's
Leo.
going to be 5'10".
How tall are you, Jake?
That's going to be
You can't-
5'9".
You can't tell on camera, so for now I'm 6'2".
Me too.
You look tall. You look tall.
Yeah.
I'm not that tall. I'm like 5'11".
That's still taller than me, motherfucker. What you mean I'm not that tall? Like, what?
Hey,
I'm not-
we're all the same height lying down.
That's perfect.
For when it really counts to spin someone.
Yeah.
Hey,
Anyway.
Leo, you brought up on Studio's comment, there's been a murder. Nobody will get this. This is a saying from a Scottish detective series called Taggart. There's been a murder.
I thought it was from The Office. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, you got jokes?
Oh, damn. Charlie, you're getting banned.
Fighting words.
Damn.
Time out. Getting time out.
You're gonna get it.
Comic accurate short king. Yo. Oh, man. Oh, wow. Mary Sullivan, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Congrats on the 10K, Leo. I appreciate that so much. You definitely did not have to do that. Just you being here and being part of the channel means more than anything. I definitely appreciate that, Mary. Thank you so much. Mary, speaking of which, you know what this is going to do? Because I wanted to announce this as well. So I'm glad that you did this, because your entry just now, because you already know what it is, right? It's the month that starts it. We are now going into the Halloween initiative. So again, your super chat is going to be the first of many that's going to be donated towards making sure that kids have Halloween costumes for the year. So we definitely do this each and every year. There's the Halloween initiative, Thanksgiving initiative, and there's Christmas initiative. So your $49.99 donation right now is going to go towards making sure that kids get costumes. So right now, you've actually just paid for 2 costumes. Literally. That's awesome. You paid for 2 costumes. So thank you so much for that. And I appreciate it. So I'm going to make that announcement. It's going to be announced tomorrow. A comic will talk with friends. I'm going to put up the banner and everything for it. But yes, we are full-fledged into Halloween initiative. So any donations that we get by Super Chat are going to be tallied up. And this year, we're going to do it totally different. So we're going to have a tracking system where everybody can see what's been donated, so they'll know. So definitely, Mary, thank you so much. I definitely appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. And also your continued support towards the channel and everybody out there. Thank you. This right here is like, content creating is not, Dan will tell you, this shit ain't fucking easy. Costa, this shit ain't fucking easy. It is terrible sometimes. But yes, definitely we'll be doing this, man, in full-fledged, because we do it because we love it. We talk about these fucking figures, and that's all we do. It. We laugh and joke about balls. For some reason, I just don't understand it.
Leo, you just talked about balls while Costa just went like that and rubbed his.
Yeah, man.
Oh my god.
Thank you so much for that.
Mary just got 2 kid pool costumes for you.
2 kid pool, right? Definitely 2 kid pool costumes. So definitely, it's my favorite time of the year, man, because we do stuff like this. Like me and Toya, we at the end, like once it's ready, we go to like a couple of places. Target is always our last shop. Like sometimes we go like to the Halloween horror shop. We go to different places to gather up all the costumes and take it to the kids. It's going to be important now because, like I said, she started a charter school now. She's a teacher at a charter school here for 5th graders. But it's going to definitely be important to donate at that location as well. And, we do it within the neighborhood for underprivileged and stuff like that. You don't know how good it feels to knock on a parent's door and say, hey, you got 2 kids. Are you planning on taking them, trick-or-treating? Here you go. And they're like, what? Like, here you go.
Aww.
Like, you know what I mean? We do that. Sometimes we'll do it for like Salvation Army, different locations, especially like for the Christmas. Well, for Christmas, it's more sentimental because, like I said, we do this for like cancer research. We take it to like the Children's Hospital, here, and donate, toys and, games and stuff like that. We do that. Thanksgiving, underprivileged individuals, families who are looking for food, we do that. So it's just such a good cause. I love doing it because, like I said, part of what we do here is to give back. So it's paying it forward. So you're paying it forward even when you don't think you're paying it forward. Because again, when you watch the show, every time you watch the show, those super chats that we get, the lack thereof, Dan Costa tell them, they don't think YouTube is paying us because they ain't really paying us much at all. Yeah, at all. A couple dollars. But we take that and still use that to donate as well. So thank you very much for that. Calvin, fucking man, ain't you supposed to be out eating, bro?
That's that meat platter right there. That's
the
Calvin.
meat platter, man.
Meat platter
Meat
incorporated.
lovers.
Yeah. So anyway, I appreciate that. Thank you guys so much. Anyway, thank you guys for being here. It's an incredible Sunday. Ian, what you got going on, bro?
I am going on holiday to Italy this week.
Oh, yeah.
So I know I'm going back. I'll visit a Star Wars area in Lake Como. I'll send you a photo.
Okay.
So going there, that's me. I think I'm probably, unless I'm packing, I'll be on the Hope Show tomorrow night, and that's me. So yeah, holiday, and I need it, you know. Saying I'm 5'8", I used to be 6'2".
Yeah. Anyway, man, appreciate it. Thank you so much for being here. Jake from State Farm, what you got going on, bro?
Or after this, I'm gonna hop on the mower and mow my lawn. So super exciting stuff. Comic book talk with friends tomorrow, and then my kitchen demolition is gonna start next week. So I'll be getting everything ready for that. And just want to say to everybody that Lael's right. You know, I did YouTube for a little while. It's definitely a labor of love. So any support you can throw his way and show him, definitely do. I mean, the guy does a lot of good, not only for our community, but for underprivileged kids and everything too. So whatever you can do to help, please do. Whatever's within your means.
Thank you so much, man. Definitely appreciate that, bro. Definitely from the bottom of my heart. And thank you for being here. Tomorrow, we got to, I don't know what we're going to do tomorrow, but we'll try to do our best, bro. Just put it that way. Because if it's anything like last Monday, oh shit.
I won't even get to talk about the comic to talk about.
Right. Anyway, bro, thank you for being here as always. Remember, if y'all are out there, again, if you're looking for where you can actually get your figures from, your comics, please show some support. If you haven't already, if you're looking, you know, if you need to find it, if you're within the area, or if you're not, basically sign up for newsletter, Comic Relief, Comic Collectibles, comics, 1/10 scale, 1/12 scale. Anything you're actually looking for, you can get it over here with my bro. Make sure you head on over there. Please do so, man. This is what it is. Like, you see it, the outlet. And on top of that, if you look through like the photos that go across, like they have like get-togethers and shit like that, and it shit looks fun as fuck. So come on, man. Make sure you'll do that if you haven't already. Please do. Dan, what you got going on, man?
Yeah, man, I got kind of a lot of shit going on. So I have this review for the Return of the Jedi Vader's out. That's on the channel if you want to check that out. I have a fucking bunch of module cases that are supposed to be coming either this week or next.
Okay.
It's not going to be fun because I have to fucking disassemble a lot of shit back there. Not looking forward to that. Not looking forward to that like at all. And then of course Thrawn, when that comes in, hopefully Monday, Tuesday, I'll be doing a review on that. And then of course LWO Friday. I believe it's going to be Mario hosting. I can't remember right now. And we're coming up on our 100th episode on LWO. So like I think we're going to be doing like a little giveaway. I believe we're trying to do something. So stay tuned for that. That'll be coming up in the next couple of weeks. And yeah, thanks for having me on. Always great for a Sunday morning here with all of you guys. And yeah,
always a good time, bro.
Me, bro.
Thank you for being here. So, bro, I swear to God, bro, I ain't gonna lie. Before you said you got your haircut, I literally thought all you did was just wash your hair and just push your hair back into a ponytail.
Bro, everyone, dude, on LWO or LWO, I think someone thought I had a fucking man bun.
Bro, that's what I thought. I honestly thought, bro, I was like, did you get a haircut or you just pull your shit back?
You got Terrence Howard roadie cut going on.
He got a roadie cut. Terrence Howard.
Nah, I should have did the fucking the fake ass warrior cut like somebody else has. But I don't want to talk about that.
Ooh.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, we know. We know. Anyway, we know. There, bro. As always, we already know, right? Pop Culture Living Room. What's going on with you, brother? Man, you gonna make my rock diorama?
Your what diorama?
My rock.
The rock diorama. Yeah, anybody
The
can
Rock
make that.
says.
Like,
Gotcha.
come on.
Gotcha.
Little
I steal them
styrofoam.
shit. I go out here to the
some gray
parking lot and
paint.
steal them shit from my own diorama. I don't need another. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, some gray paint, some black paint. You're good.
Yeah,
Boom.
bro.
Start. You're done. Rocks.
Hell yeah.
What do I got going on? We have videos on how to make cases and displays, and the newest one is this one, which just shut off. It's the platform. Well, anyway, but the cool thing about this one is like you can take off the top and have interchangeable tops if you want. You can make them into dioramas, whatever. And then I'm off for the next couple of weeks for my live streams, but we will be back September 7th for show off and 8th
I'm there.
for points of articulation.
Points of articulation.
And,
I'm there. Let's go.
All right.
Because I lost the last 2 damn episodes, bro. Fuck that. I'm trying to win. It's a competition, damn it.
I'm hopefully we'll have a really good. I mean, we always have a good crew, but we're gonna mix it up a little. Maybe Jake will come back. I don't know. Maybe he'll come back.
Head to head with Leia.
Bro, yo, listen, you know what? You got to tailor your discussion and know what and what not to say. So now I know never mention shit about Christmas in the summertime, because if you do that, he'll deduct fucking points, bro.
No, listen.
You do. You deduct points if you say Christmas,
ding, 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 ding. No. Anyway, we have a lot of fun. So it's a game show for those who don't know in the audience. It's a game show. I have the panel on, and they duke it out for panel member supremacy.
It's a good time.
The winner gets to talk about anything they want. And the last time Jake won, he decided to challenge brother cousin. So I'm going to see if I can try to get him to come on September 8th. So we can have him get his challenge out. Because I know
Macho Man Randy
wants
Savage
to beat people too. So anyway, and on September 8th, on September 7th, I'm gonna be the live stream I'm gonna do is a full live stream of lighting. So we're going to go from beginning to end. We're gonna talk about voltage. We're gonna talk about whatever lighting for your display. We're gonna build some lighting. Right now, I'm thinking about just doing it all solderless because I know a lot of people feel like soldering is a big challenge. So we're probably just going to do it all solderless. I'm going to ask the community in a poll. So come on out. In 2 weeks, it's going to be a great weekend. Also, if you want to build shit, just come to the channel and do all that stuff too. Sorry, I take so much time up when I do this. I feel so guilty every time I plug shit. I don't know.
Plug away, bro.
Anyway.
They plug away. Anyway, thank you for being there, brother. Can't wait until next show because it's a full-on fledged competition. And if Jake is gonna be on there too, it's just gonna go down. It's time to go down head to head. You already know. Anyway, thank you for being here. And also thank you for Ian, Agent Silver Fox, for the $49.99 super chat for the kids. Everyone, please Leo to say something in Scottish accent. He has 2 weeks to learn. Fucking 2 weeks. All right. I'm up for the challenge. Give me 2 weeks and I'll do it.
When I'm back, 2 weeks, apologies, that typo there. That was on my phone. No glasses.
All right.
So you've got 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks. I'm in. 2 weeks.
Study SNL Celebrity Jeopardy, all the Sean Connery bits. Just do that.
Do that. Do that.
The Rapists for 200.
I got it.
Watch train stopping back to back.
Right. Hell yeah, thank you for being here as always, man. Mandy, last but not least, so glad to have you. So glad.
Thank you for having me. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. It's lovely to see everyone. It's really good.
What do you have?
It's bank holiday here, so we might go to the cinema tomorrow. I want to see Alien, the Romulus. Is it? I haven't seen it yet.
Please do. Please
want to see that.
do, because that fucking movie, I forget his name, David Johnson, who plays Andy, stole the show from me.
Ooh.
He is that fucking phenomenal. And if you see it, I've actually been in this space where if you see it, he could definitely play Kang. He could. He could kill it as fucking Kang. He is brilliant because the thing is, he has the range. Because in this movie, he played 2 totally different roles. like 2 roles. Like he was the same character. Damn, balloons. He's the same character, but he's switches in between. Like I'll just say that without giving too much away. But you got to see it. He's fucking incredible. Yeah.
Well, I definitely want to see that, and we've got cinema passes now, so we can just go to whatever we want. So that's good. So Thrawn this week as well, and then I've got a couple of dioramas. I've got a time door coming that somebody's made that lights up, which looks really good. And then the opening scene in Lord of the Rings in the Prancing Pony, you might not know, where Aragorn's sitting at the table, and he's got his hood down. Well,
and you can only see when you see the secret it lights up.
So I'm going to try and set that up. So there's a chap I know, and he's making me a diorama for that, like windows, so it just looks like a small back, so I can do.
So you're gonna be cheating like Dan does. Okay.
Well, I don't know if I'll be cheating this week, but I'll try and cheat the week after if not. And then back to work, really. But it's all right, And that's it. Yeah, just usual stuff then. But Ace.
Thank you so much. Thank you for definitely being here, and thank you guys out there as always for being here. What do we got? Yeah, Comic Book Talk with Friends tomorrow. It might be an episode of The Corner depending on what they release. So I released a video last night. It's the definitive take. It was the second of a series that I actually started here. First one was done with Vader. The second one was done with Emperor Palpatine. The one that I'm releasing tonight is going to be for the different iterations of Spider-Man. Now, again, we're not going to dive into like the VGM line because again, there's so much to talk about there. But I just wanted to talk about Andrew Garfield, Tom Holland, and of course Tobey Maguire. So we're going to basically between those and the different iterations, what's more definitive. So I want to kind of
hurt Bloomer's feelings is what you're going to do.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely do that because I'm gonna be pulling up that blue and red suit. Yeah, so definitely gonna do that. So that was gonna release tonight later on as well. So really like that series. I like kind of doing it. It's fun. Oops, we got my man. Okay, we got your boy Renz Talentino. Thank you for that, bro. For the kids, Scottish Scale Man. That's funny. Yo, Scottish Scale Man. Thank you for that, Renz. As always, man, definitely appreciate it. I like to see these things come through because again, it's going towards such an incredible cause and a cause that's most important to me, more so than any. Because again, as a kid, again, underprivileged I was coming up, and even though my mom made sure that we had everything that we actually needed, there were still people around me that couldn't celebrate, the way we did. So we had to cherish every moment, and again, it was scraping through. So again, I always said it. I don't want my kids. I would never have my kids experience a childhood in a sense where I had to see things a certain way, and I want to pay it forward because that's what we are. I think people who've had to live a certain lifestyle, they've struggled at one point. And if you grew up through that, then you have this inner thing that just makes you want to pay it forward. And so other people won't see or have to struggle the way you did. And that's just the way it was for me. So that's why I do it. So definitely important. Thank you guys for all the donations. Thank you guys for watching. We will be back here next week. As a matter of fact, because basically, again, just like Dan said, again, once he actually reaches 10,000 subscribers, he's doing the giveaway. Next Sunday, or next Sunday's show, there will be a giveaway. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but there will be a giveaway on next Sunday's show. You just have to be here to see what it is and just wait. So anyway, next Sunday, giveaway time. Thank you guys for being here. And until next time, again, it's Sunday. Enjoy your day. I know it's some football out right now. I got to deal with this bullshit back here. But anyway, thank you guys for being here. Have a great day. And I'll talk to y'all later. Peace. Love y'all.